support this. Some of you are here for the first segment of this four-part anthology, and some of you are here for the first time, and some of you I just met. And I cannot tell you how appreciative I am for helping me see what this sounds like and what this feels like in real life. The Parables anthology is something that I didn't know could exist even 16 months ago. And now I have half of an anthology of a creative writing project that, 2 years ago I didn't think I could do. For those who don't know, I was an attorney for 22 years before I started writing my first script, and before that, the last creative writing project I did got me minus. So I'm still thrown that this is even happening, and I am just blown away that you guys are going to help me. So thank you, and thank you everybody who's online watching this live. And with that, I am very happy to have this very fancy and official slate to say that this is the first cable read of Mecca on March 28th, 2025. And I'll be narrating. Exterior, Battery Park. Audience's point of view zooms in from low planetary orbit down toward Battery Park, Manhattan. The theme song for Forrest Gump plays, but slows to a single, slowing piano keystroke as the shot swoops past the Statue of Liberty and briefly shows the rubble construction site of Ground Zero, November 1st, 2001, before resting on a concessions cart in Battery Park, seemingly on an apple on the cart, until a slice of pizza is passed from the cart to a customer, when the camera instead follows the slice of pizza and its consumer, the score jumping tempo to match, who, after taking a bite, runs toward the subway station. The camera follows. Upon entry into the subway station, the pizza is knocked out of the consumer's grasp by a hurried pedestrian leaving the subway.
Hey, watch it, asshole.
Fuck off, Jay Leno.
Consumer is visibly thrown, but too pissed not to shout back.
I don't even watch late night.
Consumer shakes head violently with dissatisfaction as the camera pans down to the fall of pizza.
What the fuck was he?
As the camera adjusts to the darkness underneath the steps, a busy rat next to the garbage can is revealed, who slowly pauses to take in the pizza that now lays before it. It takes 2 or 3 tentative steps towards the slice when Roberts, 24, blonde, blue-eyed, white, innocent, such as Hero finds Tiffin, his arm holding a tissue, briefly scoops the pizza up and throws it in a far bin. Amon, mid-20s, Middle Eastern or subcontinental or Southeast Asian, confident, outgoing, such as Adam El Sharpway or Ishan Qatar or Darwin Barnett, recoils and steps away.
Ew! What the fuck are you doing? That's disgusting.
My part to keep my environment clean.
Camera pans wide to reveal a very littered platform, mostly by battered and fallen missing persons posters from 9/11.
And you're doing great, babe. Any day now.
It's better than the Peace Corps. This is any street in Nigeria. Can you just tell me where we're going? All right, Subway's making me nervous.
Robbie, if we're going to be New Yorkers, we're going to use the subway. We're going to see trash. We're going to see rats. Yes, Robert, my point is, I'm saying, babe, I'm not going to be with you all the time, so you gotta toughen up a bit, yeah?
Robert scoffs at a slightly exaggerated Bush tone in Amon's direction, a very slight smile forming at the corner of his mouth.
Well, can my tough New Yorker focus on his sense of direction? Mastering the MTA does us no good if we don't know where our destination is and wind up homeless. All right, how many apartments are we seeing tomorrow?
Amon pulls out a crumpled up piece of paper with scribbled writing on it from his jacket inside pocket.
7. All in one day? We were lucky enough for them to be all in the same neighborhoods.
Relax, babe. We'll take the subway. Now, look, let's just get to the hotel, check in, and let me get to my friend's welcome orientation at dinner. This time tomorrow, we will have our lease, our first home together, and our whole lives ahead as New Yorkers, okay? You have nothing to worry about.
Amon smiles warmly and coughs at Robert, kisses him and leads him towards the arriving subway train. They enter, and the subway leaves the station, revealing fresh graffiti previously concealed that reads, "Islam is Al-Qaeda, go home." Fade out. Very Various shots of sentiment towards Muslims in New York City, November 2001. A news anchor speaks about mosques and Muslim businesses, with authorities being surveilled and followed by police and FBI. Video of dozens of Middle Eastern men being mass detained by the NYPD, demanding to know what they are being charged with and being ignored. Shots of yellow cabs with a few American flags attached to their windows, reservationists canceling Muslim-looking names, people declining to enter elevators, treadmills empty on either side of Muslim-looking patrons during peak gym time, cashiers closing at banks right before they were to serve Muslim-looking customers, construction workers hurling insults, shoves on the subway, curses from cars and pedestrians, projectiles thrown late night from moving cars, yellow cabs dripping in American flags. Cut to Tribeca high-rise hotel suite. Amon opens the door and rushes in, Robert inhaling as he enters behind him. Blinds automatically open as the lights turn on to reveal a panoramic view of downtown.
Babe! We haven't even started our jobs. How are we even affording this room?
Babe, I don't book this, all right? The lady at the reception told me no one is coming down here.
Amon opens the door leading to a substantial terrace and briskly walks out with arms open.
Something about suspicion the air down here is poisoned or something?
Amon quickly runs back into the room and closes and locks the door.
Anyhow, she gave us an upgrade out of gratitude for our patronage during these extraordinary times. But I didn't think this. I don't even think I have status with this chain.
Robbie, give it a couple months and we're gonna have status everywhere.
Both take a flute of already filled chilled champagne and clink. Cut to exterior Midtown office building, early morning. Amon approaches building lobby in an impeccably pressed suit, briefcase in hand, face beaming with confidence and promise. He enters and approaches the front desk. The receptionist initially does not look up.
Welcome to the building. How can I assist you?
Good morning, miss.
The receptionist yelps, jumping out of her chair in the
Oh!
process, which then tilts sideways and crashes sideways onto the floor. The metal arms hitting the marble make a whacking double tap, sound too similar to gunfire, and screams ricochet throughout the cavernous lobby. Security rushes to the lobby, see the receptionist on the floor behind the desk in front of him, Amon holding a briefcase and order him to drop his weapon.
Drop it! Drop the resin, motherfucker!
What are you?
As Amon turns toward the direction of the security guard, barking orders at him, another guard rounds the corner behind him and tackles him from behind at the waist, throwing him face first into the marble floor.
Stay down. Do not resist, you raghead wannabe, Osama wannabe motherfucker. Got him! Do not resist.
Security guard 2 then sharply pins his right knee into Amon mid-back, making it nearly impossible to speak or even breathe as he zip ties his hands. The first security guard approaches the receptionist.
Miss, did he hurt you? Did he hurt anyone else? Can you tell me what happened?
The receptionist, regaining her composure and staring in shock at Amon, looks wide-eyed at the security guard.
He said good morning?
Yes.
No talking.
Cut to Tribeca high-rise hotel suite. Robert is in an oversized deluxe luxury robe, looking out toward the Statue of Liberty when the doorbell to the suite rings. When he answers, a bellman pushes a cart of pastries, granola, fruit, and yogurt with coffee and juices into the room.
I'm sorry, I didn't order room service. I think you have the wrong one.
Compliment you, sir, on behalf of the hotel. Thank you for staying with us during these extraordinary times. Enjoy.
Cut to entry lobby for a top consulting firm. Amon exits elevator, visibly shaken. His suit is now crumpled from his tussle with security guard, and his hair is a bit disheveled. Amon tries to quickly smooth both with limited success as he approaches the firm's reception. The firm receptionist instantly notices the state of Amon's personal presentation.
May I help you? Perhaps direct you to a restroom? Freshen up?
Amon instantly understands her meaning and blushes with embarrassment and gratitude.
Oh, no, this is not how you wouldn't believe what they just. Yes, a restroom, please.
Down the hall, last door on the left.
Amon briskly heads down a very long carpeted hallway past several conference rooms. The first two wrapping up a breakfast compliance discussion for the employees. Personnel roam the halls with name tags burning. As he approaches the restroom, he passes a conference room occupied by several senior-looking executives huddled at one end of the largest table. The bathroom door is locked, and next to the open door where the executives are talking, Amon listens.
How do we navigate this?
From a personal standpoint, it can actually be an opportunity to recruit talent that is being tapped.
Oh, fuck off with your talent and opportunity. There's not going to be a company to hire them. No one does business with us because we are the Al-Qaeda consulting group, asshole. We have to cleanse ourselves of any association with ties that could at all be perceived.
Perceived? What the hell does that mean? You want the whole company to look like Leave It to Beaver after all of a sudden Chad pledged to a frat and eat bologna?
Why is Melanie even invited to these things? Her job is a budget line item that is frankly.
Okay, will you two please shut the fuck up? No one is whitewashing shit. We are not the Nazi consulting group either, for fuck's sake.
Daddy?
Sorry, honey. Okay, mindfully. No one is whitewashing shit. But Hitler Youth over here isn't wrong about perception either. Our front facing.
Excuse me,
Amon jumps and turns around.
were you waiting for the restroom?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Employee eyes Amon up and down suspiciously, then walks away. Amon walks to the sinks and smooths his hair in the mirror while further smoothing his suit and straightening his tie. He tucks in his shirt, takes a deep breath, and opens the door right as the senior executives are leaving. All executives stop speaking and stare at Amon.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Meeting someone here?
First day?
Yes, first day.
Exhales of varying emotions. The chief diversity officer takes Amon's hand.
May I just say how delighted we all are to have you on board? I am Melanie Luhar, Chief Diversity Officer, and allow me to introduce you to...
Melanie turns around to see that the other executives have fled the scene. She turns and gives Amon an awkward smile. Cut to Tribeca High-Rise Hotel gym. Robert opens the door to an enormous, nearly empty, state-of-the-art gym with two smiling employees waiting to greet him. One is holding a pyramid of small rolled-up towels, the other a tray of infused waters.
Eucalyptus towel?
Passion fruit and infused water.
Robert gives an awkward smile and chuckles.
Thank you for staying with us during these extraordinary times.
Cut to corporate conference room. A large A-class corner conference room is full with young first day associates, mid-level direct reports, and a handful of directors and vice presidents milling about and finding their seats. The door opens as Melanie guides them on inside.
Attention! May I have your attention, please?
Melanie, what the fuck are you doing here? You're not until 4. Why are you even here?
My name is Melanie Neuauer, Chief Diversity Officer here, and proud to introduce all of you to our new hire, Hassan.
Cut to Tribeca High-Rise Hotel entrance. Robert emerges from the hotel and brightly greets the doorman and bellhops with his Farmer's Manhattan guidebook already open. He turns down the street following a map in the book when he slips on some papers on the sidewalk. He stops to see a chain link fence covered with missing people signs, some with notes of condolences and messages to the fallen onward. Many shrines appear periodically down the block of the fenced-in empty lot. A person or pair of people have stopped to look at the fence or visit a shrine. Cut to corporate director's office. Amon sits quietly trying not to look disappointed at a crossed-off assignment sheet that says in red handwriting, "See Team Director for reassignment." The director types at his computer for an uncomfortable amount of time, with his back turned to Amon before swiveling around and taking a deep breath before beginning.
So, Hassan,
It's Amon.
are you sure?
Amon's eyes go wide.
Melanie introduced you. No, here it is. Iman. Got it. Listen, bit of bad news. Don't mean to sour your day.
Amon looks down.
I know how excited you are to join this team, but you must understand what a critical service consultant service is to the economy, especially during these extraordinary times. Even though client services is what we envisioned for you at the time of your hiring, the back office is where I think you'll shine the most, where you'll be the best teammate, at least in the short term. You hear me, Aiden?
Jump cut to corporate bullpen. Amon briskly leaves the director's office, poorly basking his boiling rage as he reaches his open desk and quickly begins gathering his things to do. Other first day employees stare at him and whisper to each other.
Do you think he knows I could blind?
What else were you supposed to do? It's Chevy. Shh. We're living in no walls here. Whatever. He's leaving.
For the day, not for good.
Amon slams his door closed and all three employees jump and look busy as he walks out.
Would you stay after today?
Oh, do not give yourself that much credit. I still don't know your name.
Corporate office building entrance. Amon bolts out of the building in a rage, marching straight through a flash mob performing a marriage proposal that Amon completely ignores. No longer concealing his contempt, his face is all anger, his breathing elevated. his knuckles white as he storms to the approaching cab and flings open the door to find a tourist holding his 8-year-old daughter. She screams.
Don't you touch my daughter, Osama!
The tourist uppercuts Amon square in the jaw, knocking him to the ground. For a moment, the world goes quiet. When Amon gathers himself, he is in the gutter between the curb and the cab. The door still open, his suit now ruined. Near his feet lies a half-eaten pizza slice. A rat, identical to the one in the opening scene, is charging towards him along the gutter. The tourist and the girl are walking over him. No one is stopping the tourist or coming to his assistance. He hears the cab driver.
Come in! Hurry! Come in, brother, before someone takes the fare.
Amon does not bother dusting himself off. Gets up, kicking the pizza into the catch basin in the process just before the rat gets to it. Gathers his things and jumps in the open door, closing it behind him. The cab screeches forward, dozens of miniature American flags fluttering. Jump cut to interior taxi. Amon exhales as the cab speeds into traffic without a destination. The taxi is spotless, with altercating I love New York stickers and American flag stickers lining the divider. Only a leather Taoist talisman hanging from the rearview mirror, which Amon instantly clocks, reveals the driver's Pashtun heritage. He then notices the meter is not running.
Hey, thanks back there, buddy. You can drop me off at the Tribeca Grand.
The taxi driver shoves a packet of baby wipes over his shoulder.
Okay.
Amon first hesitates and gives the driver a look, then, upon reflection, takes the packet and begins cleaning his minor cuts and bruises, including the bigger one forming on his face.
You were lucky back there.
Amon's face shoots up and his eyes go wide again.
Excuse me? Lucky? Did we experience
You could have been arrested.
arrested for what? Hailing a cab?
Assaulting a minor, my friend. These are extraordinary times. I have seen many a Muslim in handcuffs for less.
Are you fucking kidding me? In New York City. I came here to start my career because it is New York.
You still have a job. Praise Allah. You are one of the lucky ones, my friend. Many, most, had their offers revoked and their visas cancelled. What are your parents, man?
Leon, but I grew up in...
Yeah, they must have done a very good job for them to secure your job. Even after all of this madness, you should do anything they ask of you so they do not become displeased and send you back home.
To Dearborn?
Here we are, my friend.
Amon looks up to see that they are at the entrance to his hotel. The meter was never turned on.
Hey, thank you. It looks like you forgot to turn on your meter. Does $20 seem fair?
Listen, this city needs good Muslims now more than ever. And I know you are a good Muslim. Just please do not forget your family back home because they need you too. And did so much to bring you here whenever you can to give you fruits of your labor to home so that they too can thrive. Udai del Masha.
Without thinking, Amon reflexively replies.
Home.
And upon saying so, blushes, stuffs a $20 bill into the baby white packet, tosses the packet through the divider, and hops out of the cab. As he walks toward the hotel entrance, Amon takes out his flip phone and dials a number.
Lisa, hey, are you in the city yet? Awesome. Where are you? Can we meet up? How far are you from Tribeca?
Stayed out. Interior, high-rise luxury hotel suite, mid-late afternoon. Robert opens the door to the hotel room with a small smile with bewildered excitement on his face.
Babe, you are not going to believe the day I had. Babe? Hello?
Robert freezes upon seeing all of Amon's luggage repacked and waiting in the anteroom. There is a note on top of the luggage that reads, "Meet us in the lobby bar."
Us? What the fuck?
Robert quickly turns and exits the room. Dissolved to hotel lobby bar. Amon and Lisa, early 20s, black or mixed black, strong, independent, knows exactly what she wants, where she is going, and has no time for anything else. Even herself, e.g. Io Edibiri, and I'm going to take this note to say, based on my lifelong friend and law school classmate and personal hero, Lisa Kaur, who could not come here tonight because she is helping another friend, as she is wont to do, in LA, so I cannot wait for her to watch this recording. Are sitting opposite each other in a semicircular wide booth, going over a printout of realtor apartment descriptions when Robert rushes into the room, quickly darting his head left and right, before finding the pair and rushing toward the back of the bar where they are. The pair notices him at the same time, and Amon jumps up to greet Robert, kisses him a little longer than usual before guiding him into the booth.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
You remember Lisa, Robert, right? From school? Lisa Moore? She just finished AmeriCorps.
Lisa stands and leans over the table to shake Robert's hand. Instinct takes over and Robert half stands and forces a smile in Lisa's direction.
Hey, Robert. It's good to be with you again.
Lisa. Yeah, yes, of course. From class. Lovely to see you again. Amon, when did you get back from work and why are you packed?
Amon and Lisa shoot each other a look, and Lisa purses her lips and looks straight down, which Robert catches.
Babe? Talk to me? What the fuck is going on?
I'm going home, babe.
Robert takes a beat. Then his eyes go wide. He grabs Amon's hands and squeezes.
Babe? Oh, babe. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Who? Just give me a second to pack, of course, and I'm coming with you, okay? The firm will understand that a funeral, babe, you can't go alone.
Lisa groans softly.
No one died, babe. Just my future here. I was stupid to think I had a future here. I don't. At least not right now.
Your future? Your future died. Are we having a service for your future here? What are you talking about? Are you breaking up with me? Is he breaking up with me? Is it why our friend Lisa is here as a backup for your breakup?
Lisa opens her mouth, sees Robert turn to her, then closes her mouth and quickly shakes her head.
Nope. You two.
Lisa bows her head again and stares at the table.
I got assaulted today, Robbie.
Robert stops immediately and freezes at the word assaulted. The air slowly leaves him as he lowers his arms and takes Amon's hands.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Dissolved to hotel lobby bar booth. Lisa's alone on the phone. The apartment listing spread out in front of her. In the distance, the crying Robert and Mom are saying goodbye.
No, he's not a stranger, Spence. He was in my class, same as Spencer. Our father is British. I've lived with a white man most of my life, and I can have a gay white roommate. I will not explode, and I do not need to be my big brother making decisions for me. I am an adult, thank you. What would Mama Moore say if she heard you talking like this? Yeah, okay. I know you.
Lisa looks up at the direction of the couple.
Yeah, they're saying their goodbyes now. Well, not quite saying it. Not sure they're capable of speech at the moment, poor guys. Yes, I have a heart, Spence. Where am I? I'm here, south of Canal. Breathing, God knows what. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I tell you anything? I'm not outside. I'm in a bar. The apartments. Actually, only one is West Village. 666. Rent. Yes, near you. Lucky me. Well, shouldn't I at least discuss it?
Lisa sighs.
You know what? Fine. It actually looks like a slam building. I could use the afternoon not hiking around Tribeca, and instead maybe spend some quality time with Midwestern fellows over there. Will you shut up? He's coming back. Thank you and goodbye.
Lisa quickly puts her phone away. Puts away all the listings except for the one that says the archive on the top. Puts on an appropriately bright smile, just as Robert arrives at the booth.
Hi. How did it go?
Robert's heartbroken face suddenly shifts to bemused disbelief.
Fine. Considering, I understand. I think, no, I get it, okay? Today must have been hell. Maybe in a week or two he'll feel better.
Realizing what that would mean for Lisa, Robert's eyes go wide.
Not that it changes anything for us. Lisa, thank you. Oh my God, Lisa, thank you so much. I have no idea what I would do today if you were in here. I know nothing about this fucking city or where to go. I don't even know where to look for apartments right now.
Are you hungry? I just did a Zumba class after a spin class and I skipped lunch.
Robert's eyes go white.
And I could use a bite.
Yeah, I could eat. Even for your sake. But don't we need to find an apartment?
Already taken care of. Was that a real budget Mom gave me? You two are gonna split 50-50?
We'll make sure shock and relief washes over Robert's face.
Yeah. Already taken care of? Which one? There was like 7.
Where were you born? Oregon, right? Only grew up in the Midwest?
Eugene. Amon told you?
Well, I'm from California.
Slaps her hand on the archive listing.
And West Side is the best side. Let's go.
Fade out. Series of interviews with families discussing life in New York after morning. Lisa is making coffee in the downstairs kitchen as Robert opens the privacy curtain on his upstairs loft bedroom.
Morning, sleepyhead. I was wondering when you'd join us.
Oh, Lisa, it's 6:30 a.m.
Oh my god, is it that late? I'm gonna miss Pilates. Thank God there's a crunch in the building. Okay, there's fresh coffee in the pot, Pop-Tarts next to the toaster. Mom said your favorite is brown sugar. Biting my tongue, and directions of your firm on the dining room table. You're going to kill it. Good luck.
Lisa grabs a towel, gym bag, water bottle, and a banana and bolts out of the apartment before Robert gets to the loft railing.
Thanks. You too?
Robert sighs, looks around the empty apartment, and realizes he is alone for the first time since arriving in New York.
Okay. First day. You can do this. Okay, you can do this. You can do this. Do this.
Robert pushes off the railing and heads toward the bathroom. Cut to aerial sweep of downtown Jersey City, quickly focusing on a 360 of 30 Hudson. A yellow taxi pulls up to the entrance of the building, and Robert exits, wearing a collegiate-looking tweed suit with leather patches on the elbows and a dark blue leather folio. He takes a deep breath, looks up at the building, and closes his eyes. When he opens them, he is looking ahead, and suddenly walks in. Jump cut to interior building lobby. A middle-aged female receptionist with 50s style glasses finishes with the visitor when Robert approaches and gives him a very approving muscle.
Well, good morning, young man. My name is Delilah. How may I assist you today?
Robert smiles warmly.
Hi. It's my first day.
Oh, we're all one company here, dear. Can you please look at the camera and give that killer smile of yours?
Robert blushes, steps back, and gives the same warm smile as the camera flashes. Robert Lyons, ID badge with photo just taken on it. Fade in. Financial firm executive director. 4 senior executives, 3 men, and 1 woman. Sip coffee and tea at a 4-top window side overlooking Liberty Island, Ellis Island, downtown Manhattan, Hoboken, and the Hudson River extending north up New Jersey and Manhattan's west side. 2 men pick up pastries, the woman a parfait, while 1 man devours a hearty Denver omelet, bacon, hash browns, buttered toast, coffee, orange juice, and what appears to be a Bloody Mary. The female executive stares at the last breakfast and its consumption with unabashed alarm.
Hungry this morning, Max?
Max Villeroy, 50s, wider mixed, slick, manipulative, predatory, a grown-up bully nostalgic for the days when overt exploitation was rewarded in the finance industry, such as Billy Zane or Corey Stoll, glances up from his breakfast momentarily to measure up his calling before returning to the feast.
Always, Katie. Why? You're not? Sure you picked the right industry?
Max gives a quick wink at the other man at the table. The somewhat familiar younger one blushes and smirks while looking down. The older one glowers back at him. Max goes right in for him.
Charles! Didn't see you there. The chemo must be giving you an especially translucent glow today. How's the cancer going?
Younger executive immediately stops smirking.
I'd be happy to share it with you if I could, Max. You know firsthand.
The younger executive and Katie lean back on this comment as Max claps his hand in delight.
Marvelous! See, Katie, Charles is on death's door, and he sure as hell is hungry as ever. He might even survive long enough for us to move back to Fitty and out of this glorified backwater. They could dress up the downtown with 10 more buildings like this. It'll still be Jersey City. What about you? Able? Cable?
It's Dylan.
Max chokes on his Bloody Mary.
Are you serious? Your parents named you after a music god and you ended up in finance? What was your fallback? Late night comedian?
Dylan gets up from his seat and throws down his napkin.
I do not look like Jay Leno.
Dylan storms out of the room.
Dylan!
You hired him.
You promoted him.
I don't know his name now.
Can we please get this over with? I've seen enough of you.
Max claps his hands.
And that's why you have not been retired yet, big man. Let's get to it. Management committee meeting comes to order, -1 Bob Leno and David Escobar.
Estrada.
Charles growls.
Yes, Estrada. Quorum present, 1 item left before completing new quarter and emergency adjustments. Affinity groups. What the fuck is an affinity group?
For fuck's sake.
Oh wow. Look, another HR seminar Max slept through.
We're still expected to go to those.
Katie turns to Charles.
Why is he
Okay, fine. I'll answer Charles, you big softy. But Buzz, Katie, Patty, I fund the HR department and the Bermuda office and the first form offsite, whatever the fuck these are, and anything else that loses the firm money, including this quarter, David fucking Estrada and his metrosexual decision to take paternity leave. Okay, Katie, we all good now?
Max leans back in his chair, looks over at Charles, and gives him the innocent, what did I do? Look.
You done? Got enough attention? You go back to choking in your pig now?
Max feigns pouting and returns to his breakfast and takes one bite before saying,
But you hired me.
Okay, so I took the liberty of assigning the first year Affinity members mentors this morning. There is only one in our department who did not have either a volunteer or a self-identified Affinity member, so I will.
What? What does that what does that
Let
mean?
go, Max.
Don't put baby in the corner, Dad. What are you talking about, Katie?
Katie's face scrunches up in agony as she glances at Charles for help. With resignation, Charles motions with his head for her to tell him. She sighs.
Oh, I'm sure this is one of no interest to you, Max, but we have a self-identified LGBT first-year associate in our department, just started today, who does not have an assigned or matching mentor, and
Max has his hand raised inappropriately close to Katie's face. Charles is visibly angry.
Put your hand down.
Sorry, Dad.
are you two actually related?
No.
Katie places both hands on the table.
Okay, look, I'm just going to.
Oh, no. Finish your story, Katie. We have not adjourned. You were spelling out.
She was not spelling the goddamn alphabet.
We have an out first year, Max. Started today, just finished serving in the Peace Corps. We have no other out employees in our department. I'm mentoring him, okay?
A gay? We have a bona fide gay and back from service? So modern, so chic. We're finally trendy, Katie. No wonder you wanted. Finally, you're fashionable.
Fuck you, Max.
And he's made you hungry. He's a miracle worker. Are you actually going to eat your breakfast now or keep giving it a happy ending?
Move to approve Katie as mentor.
Not so fast, Charles. I want it.
No, you don't.
No.
Don't stifle me, Dad. Katie, you don't get all the cool stuff. He's mine.
Charles, you can't have him. He'll.
Can't Katie? Doesn't sound very progressive of you. It sounds downright repressive. Wouldn't you say, Charles?
Why do you want him?
To maximize this young man's exposure to the firm's marquee clientele, to showcase said clientele to our firm's commitment to alphabet outreach, and to provide myself with much needed exposure to diversity.
Max leans slightly towards Katie and smiles.
For the minutes.
Charles closes his eyes and exhales in defeat. Katie's eyes go from anger to shock and opens her mouth.
Seconded.
Charles, wait.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Cut to black. Financial firm bullpen, large conference room. Robert sits quietly, nervously sipping coffee and staring at the welcome materials that read, "Welcome to IBT," while looking out onto the bullpen and other first years running about and barking into their phones like experts. Dylan and Katie walk in with apologetic smiles.
Good morning, Robert. I hope we haven't kept you long.
Robert glances at the clock. They're 1 minute early.
No, you're okay.
Dylan places both hands on the table and leans towards Robert.
Great. And allow us to thank you on behalf of the firm and the country for your selfless service in Africa, especially during these extraordinary times.
Robert stares at Dylan blankly. Katie gently places a hand on Dylan's shoulder and gently pats him.
Okay, so Robert, invest in making a vision what IBT is for us.
Dylan, walking behind Katie, coughs.
Is the firm.
Yes, thank you, Dylan, is often the firm's most profitable division and serves its most blue chip and lucrative clients.
Dylan makes a small fist pumping motion, which Katie again ceases with a gentle placing of hand.
Okay, we are delighted to have you here at IBT, Robert, and look forward to all the great work we will accomplish together.
Together, Dylan interlocks his fingers and makes his most earnest face before Katie less gently places her hand on his shoulder.
Okay, Dylan, could you do us a favor and get us some popcorn?
Popcorn?
Yes, popcorn, absolutely. It's exactly what we need right now. I totally forgot it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. In the kitchen.
Yeah, yes, in the kitchen.
Great. The one that's right here.
No, that popcorn is shit. Forgive my language, Robert. No, the good popcorn is in the trading floor, their kitchen.
Dylan points down.
The trading floor kitchen. Oh, okay, I'll be right back.
3 holes, don't run. Don't want to make a mess. Thanks, Dylan.
Katie's look of exasperation as she follows Dylan out the door turns to forced optimism as she turns to Robert before collapsing again.
Is everything okay? I really don't need popcorn.
Katie's eyes turn genuine and kind as her face turns sad.
I couldn't find you anything you meant for Robert.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't really expecting one. You can be my vegetarian.
Katie immediately loses her composure and starts to sob. Cut to exterior, Max Villeroy's office. 2 20-something model attractive assistants, 1 male and 1 female, guard the entrance to a quarter-floor corner office suite. Through the glass panels, not obscured by matte black slat horizontal blinds, a lush office seemingly decorated by a demonic Ralph Lauren peeks out. Katie and Dylan walk Robert up to the double-wide reception desk, Katie with her hand so lightly on Robert's upper back it's not clear whether she's even touching him. Both receptionists eye the trio with suspicion. May I help you?
Katie Patay,
Katie freezes, blushes deep red, and continues.
Catherine Pataski for Mr. Villeroy.
The receptionists look at each other in a reluctant game of who's going to do a chicken, until a voice calls out from behind the open door.
Finally, I've been practicing my ABCs all morning. Come in.
What is he talking about?
He's just being really silly. It's not about you, Dylan. Let's go. Shall we, Robert?
With that, Katie guides Robert into the office. Jump cut to interior Max Villeroy's office. Max Villeroy is sitting in a high-backed, black, deep-cushioned black leather chair with silver high-chrome trim, with his feet resting on a Cabernet red-tinted walnut large mid-century modern desk playfully tossing what looks like a blue softball in the air.
Come on in. Don't be shy. Come on in. Not you, Johnny Carson. I have an assignment for you.
Robert and Dylan look at him blankly.
Johnny oh, come on. You let him in, Bob.
Would it kill you to just say his...
Yes, you.
Max throws the blue orb at Dylan, who effortlessly catches it with one hand.
Oh my God, Katie. And he's an athlete. Anything but finance. He literally has the whole world in his hands.
Dylan looks at Sam to discover he's holding the glove.
Now, can you please take your many talents downstairs and fetch me some...
Bob Gordon.
What? No. Are you from the circus, Katie? Q1 projections, Dylan? There. I'll say it. Dylan, dear God, man, pull yourself together and go before you cut your strings and turn into a real boy. Go!
Max turns his attention to Robert.
Robert, welcome to the pinnacle of finance and to the razor's edge of that pinnacle. You're welcome. Let's start listing your duties.
Shouldn't we just start with introductions?
Oh, I think we understand each other, don't we, Robert?
Robert nods quickly.
Yes, sir.
Max's smile broadens wide.
I love him already.
Interviews of New Yorkers saying what they are thankful for. Aerial view of the West Village decorated for Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, and Christmas. Zooming in on a 3-window wide, pink brick townhouse with green shutters and garland adorned door, and white molded roof at 45 Barrel Street. Interior, Spencer Moore's dining room. The dining room table is perfectly appointed in Thanksgiving abundance, as 2 staff members in uniforms tastefully accented to both note the Pilgrim and Native American influence of the holiday in a miraculously fashionable way, buzz in and out of the adjoining kitchen to serve the 6 adults at the table. Host Spencer is very familiar +1 Melanie, Lisa, Robert, and 2 new faces, Bradford Shellhammer playing himself, and Lauren Foster playing herself. Bradford is animately mid-story, has remarkably brought his Baltimore accent several longitudinal lines south, and is blithely unaware that he is gesticulating while holding a half-full wine glass being waved dangerously close in the direction of his table near to his left, Robert. who is doing his best to discreetly duck every time.
And so I, being the polite and kind soul that I am, did not want to be rude to the gentleman giving me this recommendation in my bed.
Still haven't remembered his name, love?
Bradford swings towards Lauren and Robert ducks.
The name is not what's important to the story, What is important
Bradford swings towards Lisa. Robert
is
ducks.
that you should never take advice from someone whose name you won't remember later. Or you won't remember later. Now when
But how would you know if you
Lauren places her hand gently on Robert's.
Better to let him let it out.
Thank you, Lauren. Whatever you said, now.
Melody's face suddenly lights up.
Wait, I'm so sorry, Bradford. I don't mean to interrupt, but do you have a blog?
Lauren reflexively makes a sound before covering her mouth. Bradford slams the wine glass down on the table, swings around to Melanie as the glass begins to tip over before Robert catches it, and inhales in a way that causes Lisa and Spencer to lean back.
Melanie, are you a fan? At Young Bradford, I am the first gay blogger.
I knew it! I thought I recognized your face from my little brother's computer. He's a fan. I should call him right.
Call him.
Well, you've made a friend for life, Melanie.
Melanie flips open her phone, pauses, then closes it.
Wait, he's 3 hours behind. He's in mass.
He's in church with priests in dresses. Isn't he confused enough?
The entire table whips their heads in Bradford's direction. Lauren mouths Bradford.
Speaking of confused, I call up this number the gentleman gives me for this mountainside retreat he tells me is fabulous for when Lauren comes to visit me. And the reservationist tells us she is booking us for a gay weekend.
Bradford swings toward Lauren. Robert ducks. Lauren laughs.
Shh, don't give anything away, Lauren. Let me tell my story. Now, I don't know what this bookie
Booker, reservationist.
person was on, but when we get to this mountainside retreat, it's professionals weekend, which coming from San Francisco, we don't even realize since everyone looks the same there until here we are in the sweat lodge.
Bradford swings back and forth for a dramatic pause. Robert ducks twice.
And have no peace because finance people are trying to sell us .com stock. .com stock, like we don't watch the news, like Y2K didn't happen.
Everyone makes a face.
Love, Y2K didn't happen.
Well, it could have. My point is we were bamboozled. Luckily, some of them brought their children and we had a great time.
A pregnant pause follows. Robert opens his mouth before seeing Lauren discreetly shaking her head and instead addresses her.
So Lauren, how do you know Lisa and Spencer?
I threw him such a party, he just wouldn't let me go.
Well said.
I hired Lauren to execute an event celebrating the launch of a new documentary series on model life in Manhattan, and Lauren, being a former model, fit the bill perfectly. Not only did she know some of the subjects and integrate them seamlessly into the event, she made them at ease, folded fashion, fame, and all the pitfalls included into a well-oiled, perfectly executed evening.
Lauren, I think you've made a friend for life.
And not just my fiance. I was heartbroken to learn we were losing her to Miami. Shocked to learn she had no plans for tonight, so I insisted she join us.
When I asked if I could bring Bradford along, since he is visiting me from San Francisco, I could hear Lisa in the background gasp for a moment. I got worried.
Worried?
Well, then I heard Lisa ask what his last name was, and then I heard her exclaim, "No fucking way," and then I got a little more worried.
Shameful.
Oh, but then she got on the phone and motioned.
I explained that I had met Bradford recently while working in San Francisco, and this was his kismet, and I was settled. I had to come.
Oh, that's a nice story.
Speaking of nice stories, my sister told me you joined her husband's firm and that he is your mentor. My condolences. I just hope he isn't going too far.
Everyone turns to face Melody.
Is that a nice story, Mel?
Oh no, I didn't mean to imply anything. It's just that the receptionists sometimes tell these stories.
Both of them?
Let's all have pie and drinks in the library.
Everyone at the table gets up and starts walking to the library. Jump cut to interior Spencer Moore's library. Spencer is at a sleek cherry wood panel that has opened up to reveal a 10 CD disc player and pushes a button to close it. He turns around to face a masculine appointed library of cherry wood paneling, teak floors, and wide deep cherry leather lounge chairs, flanking a wood-burning fireplace, and a very long green leather couch with cashmere pillows and the colors of Princeton where his guests are getting settled. Staff have just finished placing trays of coffee, tea, bourbon, brandy, and 3 types of pie onto the wide obsidian table separating the seating from each other and the fireplace. Above the mantel hangs a coat of arms. Your Love by the outfield begins playing. No one makes a sound, but all join in on the chorus and start laughing.
Oh my God, I love this song.
You know the outfield? How old were you when they came out? 10?
8.
I thought you said you grew up listening to country music.
My dad loved country music. Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. My sister Elizabeth loved soft rock, and she drove me to school.
Memory of young Robert sitting in Elizabeth Bloom's passenger seat, holding a makeup case while Your Love plays on the radio. As the car reaches the stoplight, Elizabeth barks the names of makeup paraphernalia like surgeons in an operating room. Lip gloss, foundation, mascara, fade out. Exterior Spencer Moore's home. Lisa, Robert, Bradford, and Lauren exit together. A Lincoln Town car pulls up for Lauren.
Well, that was glorious and delightful meeting you both.
Likewise.
Bradford presses a piece of paper into Robert's hand.
Now I know Lisa has my number, but here it is for you, and Lauren's too. I know we are not here for long, but you need some gay friends here in the city. Hell, if only to get you some more gay friends, okay? So call us.
Bradford gives Robert a big kiss on the cheek and a bear hug. Robert blushes and giggles.
Okay, I will. I promise.
Lauren gracefully gives Robert a kiss on either cheek. Lisa hails down a cab.
Yes, you promise? Okay, love. So nice to meet you. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, girl. Bye, girl.
Everyone waves goodbye and gets in their cars. Fade to black. Interior, Max Gilroy's office. The 2 receptionists are giddily collecting their things and rushing out the door as Robert walks in, bewildered by their chipper boot.
Yes, they are capable of rage.
Robert quickly turns to see Max sitting in his chair, deep in thought, his chair perpendicular to the door. He snaps out of it and faces Robert.
I sometimes forget that most people are unaware of their capability to have more than one emotion.
It almost seemed human.
Very good. You're adjusting nicely. I give them the rest of the day off. Now, I did so because 20 minutes ago I discovered I am not fully prepared for tonight's holiday party, which is mandatory, by the way, in case you had other plans.
Oh, of course. No.
Well,
I
good.
had no other plans.
Good. I never frankly thought you did. So, I need you to run an errand.
Of course. Anything.
Excellent. Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Max holds out a crisp cardstock piece of paper. Robert rushes to take it and reads it.
You want me to go to a deli at this address and get you a soda?
Something like that, only it's not a deli. Ring the apartment number, tell the occupant you were there for me, and here's the money for the purchase. No need to open it, it's exact change.
Max hands Robert a small manila envelope usually used by locksmiths for keys.
And you just want soda? How much?
Brand specific, the usual. He'll know. And Robert, you did this errand correctly, and I'll put you on NC.
Robert's eyes go wide and looks at Max with disbelief.
And Ron, are you serious? That's
Biggest
work.
client, yes. It will make your career. You're welcome.
So this is like a test. How well I can follow instructions.
100%. I wish I had 100 of you already. Now, off you go. Hurry, hurry. We'll see you at the party.
You got it. I won't let you down.
I can bet my life on it.
Fade out. Memorial services and tributes to first responders, scenes of decorations with blue ribbons, American flags, and first responder tribute ornaments. Holiday events with heightened security, food drives and volunteering, and smaller and subdued gatherings. Exterior Tribeca walk-up tenement in commercial district. Robert is staring down at the card Max gave him, looking for the right address. Behind him, the office high-rise is completely dark, save for a conference room on the 4th or 5th floor where a couple is tangling naked. Robert recognizes the building with the right address and powers ahead, kicking a half-eaten pizza slice with his boot, which landed squarely into a trash bin on its side, about to be loaded onto a dump truck.
Nice shot, buddy.
Who knew?
Both men laugh as Robert walks ahead, revealing what appears to be the same pizza wrap from earlier, seemingly with mouth wide open. Jump cut to front door, tenement 5C. Robert raps on the door twice, still looking at the car. The door opens as wide as the still fastened chain lock will allow it. Robert steps halfway forward, then steps back.
Sup, what you want?
Hello, I'm looking for Ricky.
Ricky ain't here, what you want?
Oh, I'm here on behalf of Max.
Max? What do you want?
Right. Sorry,
Coke? K?
yes, okay, that.
K?
Okay, this much.
Robert hands him the manila envelope and the dealer shuts the door. Robert stands there for an uncomfortable amount of time before the door abruptly opens again and a small paper holiday tower records bag adorned with red tissue paper sticking out is shoved into Robert's hand before the door slams shut again.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Robert looks at the bag with confusion, lifts it up and down to consider the weight very inconsistent with what he thought he was purchasing, and walks slowly away with further confusion and suspicion. Jump cut to exterior Tribeca walk-up tenement in commercial district. Robert dials Lisa's number and gets her voicemail.
Hey, Lise, I know you're at your law firm's holiday party, but if you get this, can you give me a call back?
Fade to black. 30 Hudson High floor balcony. Robert walks tentatively out to find Max alone at the railing, staring at Manhattan, holding a half-full glass of scotch. Max notices Robert and rushes to him.
Finally, took you long enough.
Max snatches the bag from Robert and tosses out the tissue.
The party started 10 minutes ago. I'm not sure they gave you what you asked.
I didn't ask for fucking soda, you know.
Max pulls it out from under his shirt a silver chain holding what appears to be a silver teaspoon. He then dives into the bag and pulls out a small clear plastic bag half full of white powder, which he opens up and digs the spoon into.
Jesus, prices have dropped. Thank you. 9/11.
Before Robert has a chance to react, Max brings the heaping full spoon into his right nostril while closing his left and takes a strong 3-second inhale. Max initially shakes his head and mimics a horror sound before his eyes go wide and looks at Robert.
This isn't Robert. What? K? K, Robert?
Robert, momentarily grasping to something he didn't understand, lights up.
Wait, the guy kept on saying that.
Max's eyes go wider, his face goes red, and he attempts to yell at Robert but can't speak. He stumbles into Robert, squeezing the bag so hard that it explodes, sending ketamine everywhere, mostly on Robert's abdomen and hands. Max grabs a hold of Robert several times, attempting to regain his balance before his right heel slips on the ketamine, sending him backpedaling quickly. His face a red expression of anger, turning to shock, turning to fear, until he hits the railing, flips backwards, and falls to his death.
Max!
Robert rushes to the railing, looks down, and sees Max's body contorted on the concrete below, a red stain spreading from his head. Robert reflexively rocks against the railing twice before bolting out of the balcony into a closing elevator without anyone noticing. Jump cut to exterior 30 Hudson. Robert rushes out of the building onto an empty entrance, save for Max's body. Robert comes to a halt, takes in the shocking scene, then notices a little girl in the middle of the road, roughly the same distance in the opposite direction as he is, with the same expression on her face staring at Max's body. Without a word, Robert rushes into the street, picks up the girl, and pulls her off the road moments before she was to be hit by an oncoming taxi, failing to brake on time. Places her back down and runs back inside. Jump cut to 30 Hudson High floor balcony. Robert rushes back onto the balcony, panting and sweating from all of the stress and running, and begins to frantically look for the drug evidence. He finally spots it when the first screams are heard from downstairs. A few employees begin to come out to the balcony, but freeze when they see the state of it and Robert and rush back inside. 4 senior executives eventually come outside, including Katie and Dylan. All are wearing latex gloves.
Hey, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Just breathe, okay? Bear down and breathe with me. Can you do that?
What is he doing?
Katie is your senior VP in labor.
Dylan, he's not having a baby. He's in shock.
Okay, well, yeah, but are most people in labor in shock?
The other 3 pause for half a second.
But this is this is Dylan. Stay there. Robert, are you okay?
Robert is still staring at the remnants of his purchase on the ground. The general counsel follows his gaze, walks over, gently moves it with his gloved hand, and quickly backs away.
No one else onto this balcony.
The general counsel then gingerly takes 2 steps away from the other footprints to the railing, sees the handprints on the railing, then looks back at Robert.
Everyone but Robert go back inside now.
The rest of the employees return inside. The general counsel carefully retraces his footprints back to where he was and begins taking a close look at Robert Noticing all of the handprints all over his body, Robert's wet face, and the tremble taking over him that GC failed to notice before.
Would you believe I chewed someone out this morning for delay in installing cameras out here? I was told there's no need. We won't be here long enough to justify the cost. Can't wait for a call tomorrow. Look, it's obvious you had nothing to do with this.
For the first time, Robert stopped looking at the floor and looked at the general counsel with shock and hope.
It's not?
Oh God, no. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you did. You've clearly gone through enough already tonight, and God knows what's avoided by him. Well, we don't have to talk about that now.
Ambulance and police lights began glowing over and under the body.
Now I'm gonna stay right here with all of you the way until the police leave, okay? I will never leave your side. I'm here to protect you, and beside giving them your name, age, and vital, you don't have to say anything. And I can do all the talking. That sound good?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay, it's gonna be okay. We got you.
Fade to black. New York Times electronic billboard shows New York One breaking news broadcasting informing New York City that Wall Street giant Max Milroy has died in an apparent suicide at his firm's holiday party. Details are still coming in, but anonymous sources point to an apparent attempted sexual assault rebuffed by the victim. More details at 11. Interior archive loft. Lisa's on the phone. On the table, tea, coffee, and cocoa are arranged, along with cookies, M&Ms, popcorn, a Cornish game hen, and a teddy bear. Bradford and Lauren are at the table. Bradford is sneaking M&Ms. Robert enters. Bradford pushes the M&Ms tray into the middle of the table, tipping it over.
Spencer, he's here. I gotta go. Hi.
Lisa rushes across the room and bear hugs Robert, who is staring at Lauren delicately refilling the M&M tray with spilled M&Ms while Bradford looks at her with disappointment.
You don't have to say anything. What happened? Did he hurt you? Did you have to speak to the police? Do you need a lawyer? Spencer and I will eviscerate those sons of bitches. They think they can make you a scapegoat.
I'm not harmed. I'm not harmed. The firm took care of it. Told the police I was a victim, that he was trying to harass me, and when I didn't respond the way he wanted, he jumped.
He did what? Are you shitting me?
Wait, Robert. What does that mean for you? Are you still employed there? You don't have a boss anymore. You just started? And he was their top performer?
They're promoting me.
All three turn to Robert in total shock. Bradford is pouring himself a glass of red wine and spills some on the floor.
What?
Are you serious? They can't be giving you his job? No offense. Senior analyst, associate, so soon?
Some sort of deputy to another department head and a new executive position they are creating called Chief Diversity Officer.
The rest of the room gasps.
Chief? Did you say chief, love? Do you know what the C-suite is?
Bradford is now angrily cleaning wine and chicken off of his sweater.
Lauren, he is an infant. Does he look like he is familiar with C-suite? Fuck, I love this sweater.
I got a new office.
Bradford and Lauren shoot him a look. Bradford holds both clean hands up with bitter satisfaction.
Robert, sweetie, I think your firm is maybe a tad afraid of you suing them. Because they're not only promoting you, they're giving you 2 salaries and created a top-level position as one of them. You are a CDO. That rhymes with CEO. Hun, you just went from tadpole to eagle in 1 week.
Off a building.
Bradford.
This chicken's delicious, y'all should have some.
Fade out. Interviews with New Yorkers discussing how they are planning on spending or are spending the holidays after 9/11. Fade in. Exterior 449 West 14th Street, north side of West 14th facing south at the corner of Washington. Christmas decorations ordain the street everywhere. Even the sparse meatpacking establishments on Washington Street remain. Lauren leads Robert by the hand to the front of an undecorated, gleaming white pre-war facade with the word Marcus solely placed above the door. A pizza slice is accidentally kicked off its place by a young tourist, and her parent admonishes her to leave it. As she cries in protest, leaving a familiar-looking rat, darts towards it and almost reaches it until a peregrine falcon snatches it and the rat and flies away.
Now, Robert, now that you're captain of industry,
Is Bradford joining us?
I only have an hour and I listen. There is a certain image that you need to portray now that you find yourself at the very top, having having literally arrived here 6 months ago.
1 month ago.
We're going to say 6 months, least everyone assume that you are a spy or a sex worker, love, okay? Where was I? Yes, image. You need to decide on image. It is crucially important that you authentically reflect the image. And you know what image that is?
Daddy Warbucks?
Lauren stares blankly at Robert for 2 seconds.
The sun will come out tomorrow, Robert. Your image, your authentic image.
Then why are we going to a place called Marcus?
Your authentic image at 1000% markup. And he's my friend. Come on.
Robert and Lauren enter the store. Jump cut to interior Marcus Retail Boutique. Steps lead up to an all-white decorated large retail boutique with a men's and women's skincare store in-store on the right of the landing, men's pants and dressing rooms on the left, shirts in the middle, and shoes further to the right. Very attractive young gay men scurry through the store with strained smiles holding inventory. A strikingly attractive, suspiciously tan man for December, mid-40s, is listening to one employee dead center of the boutique. Lauren leads Robert right to him.
Lauren.
Marcus clasps both of Lauren's hands and lightly kisses the top of them.
It has been too long. I haven't seen you since. It's so good to see you, Mom.
Lauren and Marcus give each other a knowing warm look.
Love, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce you to my dear friend of mine, Robert Lyons, who has quite suddenly found himself at the pinnacle of industry and desperately needs you to look the part.
Robert and Marcus shake hands, Marcus holding on a peak long.
And how could a charming young man like yourself manage that?
No clue. Total accident. Seem to force dumping my way all through life lately.
Lauren forces a laugh, Marcus laughs harder.
Well, that sounds a lot like a longer story than I have time for at the moment. I'll tell you what. I'm going to have my manager show you the lay of the land here, but may I interest you in dinner tonight? You could tell me all about it.
Lauren shoots Marcus a look. Robert fully blushes. Lauren opens her mouth to speak just before.
Sure. Why not?
Rob,
Excellent. Dren's, great. Please give Lauren and Robert the grand tour. Show them only the good stuff. And he is very good to the city and going on a date with me tonight, so no discounts. 8 p.m. Pastis. Look forward to it.
Robert waves and briskly walks away.
Pasties at 8 p.m. No discount? Who are you?
Poor and hungry.
A woman screams in the background. Oh my God, a rat just fell on me and ran away. And a hawk screeches. Fade out. Exterior, archive building. Lisa and Robert are standing outside the building entrance. Lisa.
Good.
The passenger side window lowers and the driver smoothly says,
Good evening, Mr. Lyons. The tag will find you. Mr. Kaminsky will be so pleased. One moment.
in seemingly one motion, the backseat door automatically opens, Hussein is at the door guiding the men, and the door smoothly closes with the window down. A black Lincoln Town car approaches behind.
I'm gonna have to work all-nighters till the end of the year just to get halfway, Ruby. Obviously, that has to be. Have a great time. I want every detail.
Lisa double taps on the roof of the Maybach and starts to slowly roll away as the town car honks one more time.
I'm coming. You're welcome for my labor.
Aerial shot of Meatpacking District at night. A little bit of love in the background. Camera focusing on Pastis, northwest border of Hudson and Little West 12th Street. The camera shot enters the double wide open doors, resting on Robert being waved past the bar tables toward the dining room major D. Robert approaches the major D.
Hi, I'm here to meet a party. The reservations
Look,
are...
Mr. Lyons, Marcus is at his table waiting for you.
Robert quickly glances at his watch. The major D raises his hand and smiles.
I didn't mean to alarm you. He's always early, so are you. It's first as far as I can tell. Be pleased. Table 33, far left corner back. Would you like me to take you?
No, I'm good with directions. Thank you.
The major D straightens up and nods with approval. Robert walks into the dining room, rounds a very long commuter table, turns right, and sees Marcus at the other end of the room talking to Dandris and another employee before catching Robert approaching. Robert says something to Dandris, and both visitors quickly gather their things and exit. Dandris passing Robert on his way out and approvingly giving him a once-over.
You argued with direction. Have fun.
Robert's eyes go wide, and he chuckles in disbelief. He approaches table 33.
I'm sorry, am I too early? I didn't mean to interrupt the work meeting.
Marcus takes a beat to admire his curated clothes on Robert.
No, you did me a favor. Dan just trying to shame me into giving me a raise by dragging his poor cousin along. Had he boxed the style you do for the night, he would have been screwed.
And?
He's getting a 5%. He's getting 5% more next year and a 20% bonus.
What did he ask?
5% and 20%.
You're a big fan of no special treatment.
Do you find that disappointing?
I actually find that extremely attractive right now.
Marcus blinks rapidly and blushes.
Do you find that disappointing?
Disorienting.
Order some money.
Not so good.
Robert blinks rapidly and blushes.
Do you find that disappointing?
Disorienting.
Robert waves the servant forward. What are you doing?
Ordering myself some wine, do you mind?
No.
Good. I need to calm you down. What is good here? Let me guess. The chicken.
Both men laugh at the camera as the camera slowly pans away and out of the restaurant. A little bit of love once again playing. Fade to black. Dream sequence reliving the death of Max Holloway. Jump cut to interior Robert's bedroom. Robert jolts up, gasping for air, eyes wide open.
No! No!
Soft footsteps are heard running up the stairs. Lisa and a very attractive, very fit, dark-skinned man appear in the towels. Lisa holding her back.
Where is he? Where are you, motherfucker? You fucked with the wrong twink in the wrong home, asshole!
What's a twink?
Quiet, Derek.
Lisa? Why are you holding a bat?
It's mine.
Why are you holding Derek's bat? Wait, that sounds like so wrong. Lisa, what's going on?
We heard screaming. Not the good kind.
I must have had a nightmare. You guys, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Derek, how do you two know each other?
I met Derek after the World Series.
Robert looks like her.
Yankees.
Oh, after the World Series. Damn, Yankees, are they back?
No, Robert.
Ah, a Mets fan. Now I get it. You're a funny one.
Tigers.
Told you weren't being quiet. Oh, want me to sign my bat now?
Fade to interior archive loft kitchen. Dawn. Lisa's on the phone. Abroad, Robert's making himself coffee.
No, I swear, Spencer, this is the last time I let you set me up. He was so full of himself. I don't care that he's a celeb. Yes, I did have a nice dinner. Yes, I did. I did sign his bat. But that was that. Can we please talk about Robert, please?
By all means, pretend I'm not here.
Okay, thanks, hon. No, he's not doing well. Forget about his job. He's being preyed upon by shop owners and having nightmares and scaring me during...
Autograph time?
Oh, honey, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Spencer. If you're gonna meddle, focus. No, not Dandruffs. Stop being lazy. He cannot start dating Dandruffs, you dope. No one will get fired, and the other one will be blacklisted from so many realtors will be forced to wear retailers. He will need to be forced to wear Brooks Brothers.
Did someone forget I'm in financing?
Oh my God, Robert, did you? Look what time it is. Do you want to get fired? That can still happen. Go, hon.
But my life! You were fixing my life!
Go!
Dissolve to exterior Robert's office. On a separate floor, but a corner similar to Max Holloway's. Two reception desks face each other like sentinels. One with a plaque that reads Private Wealth Management, and another that reads Diversity. Above the double doors, the two desks are guarding a dark slate plaque simply reads Lions. Robert, still groggy, stops in his tracks at the display.
Boss, don't freak out. He said it was a reflection of gravitas. Since you saved our jobs and almost the least we could do, we really owe you everything.
Literally. You not only saved us from the street, you saved us from him. Anything you need, anything. We got you.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Wait, saved you how? Wait, who's in this office needs to, who's in my office?
Jump cut to interior Robert's office. Walls of matte, gun barrel gray contrast with cobalt blue metal desk and royal blue deep leather couches and burnt orange lacquer coffee table and fire engine red rug. Matching gray library bookshelves are being filled with first edition classics, organized by color. On an industrial looking ladder, Bradford is hanging a yellow Elizabeth Taylor Warhol behind an Eames office chair manning the desk.
Bradford, what is happening? How are you here?
You are happening. And you need an office that reflects that. I flew right over.
It looks like Warhol died in here.
Warhol dying? Oh no, honey. This is finance. There is gray in this. Shoot, maybe that he died in my house. Died in here. Lucky you're attractive. Luckier you fell backwards into wealth.
Could you please not say fall?
Oh my God, you're right. What was I thinking?
Thank you.
I should not be on this ladder with you in the room. later with some gays of your caliber. I already left the time and location with the bodies. It's all settled. Hussein will pick you up at 11:45 and do not be late.
Hussein? Wait! Bradford holds his index finger against Robert's lips as he kisses both cheeks and briskly leaves the room before letting go.
Bobby,
The Bobby's rushing.
how much is this gonna cost me?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The firm wanted to give you more of a budget, but Bradford felt it was garish.
Why is Bradford making these decisions?
Because he's your manager.
Since when do I have a manager?
This morning.
Keep going.
Since you have 2 executive roles now, the firm assigned you a manager this morning.
How is this Bradford?
They were here, he was here, they said who it should be, Bradford said, I'm here. We're pretty sure it was for breakfast because he was holding bagels.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
But when they said here for the manager position, he said, and Lord, does he need one? Am I right? Can I get started right now? And, well, he did all that in 2 hours.
Robert opens his mouth to protest, stops, looks around, and closes his mouth. Instead, he exhales and slumps into the nearest royal couch.
Are you okay, boss?
Yeah. Well, no, actually. I must have had a PTSD nightmare and had had no sleep afterwards, and now I'm worried if all of this will be an ongoing thing, and will I fuck up this incredible opportunity I am so confident I don't deserve. And I'm sorry, you guys, and I'm dumping this both on you both.
We hear you loud and clear, boss.
Leave it to us. You'll be right as rain by lunchtime.
Really? How?
Promise. Trust us.
Fade out. Exterior, Emerald Restaurant. Hussein opens the door from Robert. He looks at the sign that simply says restaurant, looks back at Hussein, and motions for him to enter. Robert then walks into the restaurant, nearly all outside diners eyeing him as he enters. Jump cut to interior Emerald Restaurant. A very attractive young male host smiles warmly at Robert, and before he opens his mouth, greets him.
Welcome, Mr. Lyons. Please follow me.
Is there any invisible events coming on aware of?
I believe you called him Bobby, Mr. Lyons. Welcome to success. Here you are.
Robert blushes at this realization, and by the host's hand on his lower back. He mumbles a thank you as he rounds the corner to see a full round corner banquet of young power days surrounding Bradford.
Finally.
I'm sorry, am I late?
No, we came early to gossip about you, and now I'm starving. Georgie,
Hot host returns.
Yes, President.
can we please have another bottle and some bread warm? That'd be really nice.
Yes, sweet.
Bradford's eyes seem to follow Georgie even after he disappears out of view. Tanner Bars, fixed, outwardly confident, inwardly geeky, and secretly broken, such as a cork of glue, eyes Bradford eyeing Georgie.
You gonna invite your friend to sit and introduce us? Or you planning on fucking all Bulgaria? I thought he was Brazilian. Not every fuckable is Brazilian, Brian. Not everyone fuckable is Brazilian, Brian. That's your thing. Finding me a penthouse. Soon, please. Georgie is from Sofia.
Varna, Georgie is from. Why are you all obsessing about Georgie? Can't you see my dear friend Robert is just standing here like an idiot? Tanner, don't be rude, let him in.
A collective eye roll cascades around the table like the wave at a sports game as Tanner gets up and lets Robert slide in next to him. Robert looks up to introduce himself and bumps forehead with Tanner and instantly turns red and looks down.
Ow! Oh my god, sorry. Sorry. Hi. Shit.
The table at this point has fallen off the Robert.
So where do you? Tanner Bars. May I order you a cocktail? Ibuprofen? Glasses?
Can you bring it down a notch, Tanner? The boy, they met you. I mean, unless you like it rough, honey. I don't know your life other than to know he is way too young for you, apparently. Sorry, Tanner. He only dates owners.
That's not true. Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. That was like a address I didn't even see there. I didn't mean it like that either. Oh my god. Wait, where's Marcus?
Sends his regrets, wants you to swing by his loft doctor, sent me to fill in, which I am clearly failing at.
You definitely need a drink now. Tequila? Seems to call for it.
Brian looks up from his coffee again and glances at his barely touched glasses on Sarah and gives Tanner a look. Robert glances at the wall clock.
It's 12:12.
Make a wish.
May I help you?
This gentleman desperately needs a drink.
I only had a coffee for breakfast.
Bloody Mary?
Maybe too spicy.
Oh, look at all those juices.
I was thinking tequila, maybe even an echo.
Brian clears his throat.
Brian, hush. The boy needs to eat.
Mango.
A mango paloma. Now,
From the outside, you can see the entire floor is a single loft unit. It is entirely white. Robert is looking on his back area when he exits the elevator with his arm extended and bent up at the elbow, preparing to knock on the non-existent apartment door. He looks up with the confusion of a mind.
Well, that's Freudian. If my apartment were that small, we would be the same age.
Marcus is barefoot, wearing a white yak wool crew neck and white cashmere joggers, standing on a white rug next to a white marble oblong coffee table between two enormous white leather couches in the middle of the great room, the size of a small ranch-style home, painted eggshell white with two white Art Deco white Kent chandeliers hanging from a matching white ceiling, punched with skylights.
Would you have taught me all about the secrets of Yeti hunting? I'm guessing learning and critical.
It's not too late.
Marcus crosses the living room and kisses Robert. His face immediately sours and he steps back.
Did you have tequila with fruit cut for breakfast?
No. I just came from lunch with a bunch of power kids and they made me have a...
They made you? Aren't you a C-suite executive at G?
Tanner ordered me a...
Tanner bars? How do you know that delinquent?
Delinquent? Do you have history?
Let's just say you should stay away from him, Robert. And you shouldn't be day drinking, especially during the work week.
Okay, listen, Dad. Maybe I should get it back to work, okay? You're right. I'm a C-suite executive and I've been away too long already.
First responsible decision I've heard you make since we met. Do you do me a favor and get some water from the fridge on your way out? Hussein will drive.
I'll walk.
Take a cab, you're probably late.
Robert shoots Marcus a look, punches the elevator button, looks down, glances at the all-white kitchen, then runs over to the white refrigerator. Upon opening, he sees white labelless cartons, white water bottles, and inexplicably a white unplugged fax machine. After staring at the fax machine a few beats, he hears the elevator, grabs the bottle, and runs to the elevator right before it closes. Dissolved to interior Robert's office. Robert, looking haggard and frustrated, shuffles into his office. A mid to late afternoon light pours in over the couches, leaving a shadow over his office chair and desk, save for a single ray of light seemingly pointing at a bright red, tiny taupe-looking bag, center desk with a note attached. Robert approaches and picks up the note.
What? Is this a Birkin? Got you what you asked for. You got your back, boss. Always. Love, Bobby Yee.
Robert picks up a leather miniature candy apple red miniature Hermes Birkin bag and opens it. He pulls out 3 vials of cocaine and 2 bags of Adderall and a note with instructions.
Holy shit!
Knock knock.
Shit, is it that time already? I didn't get time to wrap this.
Robert hands Katie the Birkin. Her face explodes in delight.
Oh my God! Robert, I love it. It's adorable and perfect for my pills. Now we really need to talk about leveraging you in the best way. By the way, love The Office. This is exactly what we're looking for in presenting you in your dual role. We need clients in here ASAP. Wait, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I had a rough morning. My manager.
Oh my God, I heard Bradford Shellhammer? How did you manage that? You do move fast. I better watch my back.
Well, he made me go to this power gay lunch with Tanner bars.
The Tanner Mars.
Yeah, candy bars, yeah.
Any other celebrities this afternoon, Robert?
I think I may have broken up with Marcus Kaminsky.
Not until we manage his money. Not until we manage his money, you didn't. Now, go to your executive bathroom, freshen up. Do you need a pill for that? Excellent. Then call them back, ask Tanner out and Marcus in. Seduce Tanner and apologize to Marcus, but do not leave them until you have their accounts and leads. At least 2 of their friends. Capiche?
Toilet flushes, faucet operates quickly. Robert bursts out of his bathroom exuberantly with a thumbs up.
Capiche!
I'll give you 1 lead for free. And this one should be easy, since you're apparently canoodling with the sun. The VARS International Foundation, we want it, and you are just the man to get it. The old man should be calling in.
Some near bars on line 1, boss.
Now.
Interviews with New Yorkers about how, cut to black. Faded. Interviews with New Yorkers about how they spent Christmas, Hanukkah, and what they hope for in the new year. Last week, Louise shows a missing poster of her grandson saying she wishes to see him again and pleads one more time for the public's help. In the background, her son-in-law argues with the garage manager over 2 cars using 2 parking spaces.
Is that your other car next in the other spot?
We own 3 apartments, George.
1 car per family, Simon.
That's my mother-in-law's spot.
Cut to the interior Spencer Moore's library. A tasteful number of New York City's elite mill about flutes and tumblers, murmuring about their lives with Robert Boone. Robert and Lisa are on the couch, people watching.
Oh my God, look at him. No, not his face. Good God. Gay or not, girl.
Sorry. Haven't been exactly going to the batting cages like you lately.
Was that supposed to be a dig? Because my cages have pinstripes like you. And you are in the major leagues, Robert. So what if it didn't work out with Marcus? You gonna keep mourning the loss of $500 jeans, or are you gonna get back out there? Your phone is ringing.
Robert glances down to see his Motorola StarTech flip phone is buzzing. He reaches for it. He is doing it.
No wonder you never answer. You ever have the ringer on?
You do?
Yes, Robert, it's called polite.
Trust me, it's not. Allow me to teach you something for once, Winnie. In 20 years, no one will have their ringtone on. It's Tanner.
The candy bar prince?
Okay, can you call him anything else? And yes, he wants to know if...
Yes, yes.
He wants to know if I want to go to a black and white masquerade party with him tonight.
Oh my God, yes, Robert, you have to go. You ruin your chances here. No one thinks you're friendly and therefore attractive.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
This is perfect. Fuck, do you have anything suitable to wear? Your most acceptable clothes Dander's picked out. He's colorblind.
Excuse me, he's colorblind.
Do you even own a suit for this party? Doesn't matter. Spencer never throws anything away. He'll just give you one of his old Gucci's from when Mel worked there back in his uni days. We'll just need to give it back. Yeah, maybe some lifts, some padding here, some this, some
Tanner
there.
enters the room swiftly and silently behind Lisa and Robert, holding a garment bag.
Why would I need padding down there, Lisa?
Well, I'm willing to bet the occasion will grow on him, Miss Smith. Or vice versa, as it were.
Lisa and Robert jump. Tanner smiles warmly, gives Robert a side-hugging kiss dangerously close to the lips, and whispers hi.
Hi.
Told you my interviews. 9.5.
Your feet, honey.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's exactly perfect then. Tanner Bars. What an unjustly delayed and distinct pleasure.
Agreed. Nice suit, Armani.
Calliazone. Both. And I already knew you had good taste.
Good answer. You may take it. Where to?
Church.
Jump cut to interior my locker. Sounds of sniffing can be heard off camera before you see Tanner wiping Robert's face. Both are in black suits and white shirts with black ties. They both are adjusting the other's ties.
Don't be nervous, this will be fun.
Easy for you to say. You're like the most popular person in the city.
Tanner lunges forward and kisses Robert deeply with tongue. Robert blushes, then hard swallows, making a bitter taste face. Tanner hands him a half-full champagne flute.
Here, quickly, wash your phone.
Oh, yuck. What was that?
1 second. 1 second. See? Now we're on the same level.
Thanks, I guess. But really, what was that?
Oh, my beautiful country bumpkin, just an excellent way for you to have a good time tonight. Which you will. Because you're with me. Trust me.
Robert nods his head a little dreamily at Tanner.
Wait, will people notice that we're fucked up?
Hey, everyone is fucked up there. And if they give us any trouble,
We'll zap their memory.
we'll zap their memories.
Dissolve 2, camera shows Tanner and Robert leaving the car to reveal Limelight, circa 2001, in full decorative splendor and in full swing of New Year's Eve celebrations. Tanner and Robert are at the head of the line, and the velvet rope parts for them. Paparazzi flash photos of both as they pause with their sunglasses on and pose at the step with me. I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber begins playing. Camera follows Tanner and Robert into Limelight for the duration of the song to show Limelight New Year's Eve, the progression of Tanner and Robert's drug and alcohol use, and the romantic closeness they proceed to have throughout the evening as Robert's inhibitions lower. Fade out. Fade in. Exterior Chelsea town home of Tanner Bars. Dissolve 2, interior Tanner Bars bedroom. Robert is in bed alone. He wakes up to the sound of voices in the other room. He checks his watch. It says 6:30 a.m. He slowly gets up and walks to the other room to investigate. Tanner is sitting on the couch naked with 2 other men also naked. Porn is on the television and drugs are strewn across the coffee table. Tanner sees Robert in the doorway, wraps the towel he was sitting on around his waist, and rushes over to him.
Hi. What are you doing up so early?
I woke up to noises. I thought you were throwing up.
Told you the port was too loud.
Fuck you, that was you.
Okay, boys. Time to pack it up. Breakfast money is on the table. Happy New Year.
Breakfast.
Desk 1 smacks him on the head, motions to Robert.
Happy New Year. Sorry to wake you, Robert.
Enjoy breakfast.
The two guests quickly gather everything and rush over to the kitchen. Robert starts getting dressed.
New Year's tradition, Tanner.
Tanner grins warmly and lets out a gentle sigh.
You can't be upset. It was supposed to be for us. You passed out here, I mean, take a hit. Calm down. I'll get us some breakfast.
Before Robert had time to speak, a ball was at his open mouth and he instead reflexively inhales. An oddly bright white cloud stick comes out of the vessel.
I've never seen a bomb like that before. What strain is it?
It's Christina. Want me to call him back? We can have all the we can all have breakfast.
Yeah, do it.
Fade to black. Sweet disposition plans showing the morning to night of New York in winter. All the missing posters have washed, blown away, and been picked up, save one, right outside Weill Cornell Hospital. The camera zooms in to a John Doe victim's hospital room window, revealing he is the missing person. At the last beat of the song, his eyes open. Fade in. Interior Robert's office. Robert is talking on his office line behind his chair, with his back to the camera. He swivels around, revealing slick back hair and head-to-toe Yves Saint Laurent by Tom Ford.
I can do lunch. Le Côte Basque? 1:30 is perfect. Sounds good, princess. Very well, Diane. See you soon. She's nice. Please tell me this breakfast.
Bobby is holding a small styrofoam box.
It's breakfast, just the way you like it. Good morning, boss.
Bobby crosses the threshold, places the box gently on Robert's desk, and swiftly backs out of the office. Robert quickly snatches the box.
Thank God, I'm starving. Sorry, good morning, Bobby. Thank you, Bobbies.
You're welcome.
Robert pulls out a mouth-watering sausage, cheddar, and egg McMuffin out of the packaging, takes 2 bites, and tosses it in the trash. He then reaches back into the packaging and pulls out a small plastic envelope containing 2 large vials of cocaine and 4 Adderall pills. His intercom buzzes. Robert ignores him.
Hello, delicious.
Robert inhales 2 capfuls of cocaine, then places 2 Adderall pills in his tongue and chases them down with the rest of the coffee in his mouth.
Enjoying that Colombian value meal there, boss?
Robert jumps, and the mug slips out of his hand and crashes to the floor. Bobby rushes to pick up the pieces as Robert swivels his chair back around.
Coffee too. Still a little Colombian donut in the face there.
Bobby rushes past it with the voice talent, proceeds to wipe Robert's face.
Gotta say, you got a well-oiled machine out here, boss. It never works so hard for math.
What can I do for you, Dylan?
Dylan waits for the Bobbies to close the door.
I need more clients.
I believe you.
What are you gonna do about it?
Thoughts and prayers?
I'm serious.
Vigorous thoughts and prayers.
Don't fuck with me, Robert.
I'm not Catholic, Dylan.
I'm not getting laid off or you get special treatment. Take me on your lunch.
My lunch?
Yeah, I heard you just now. Princess Diana.
Robert sighs.
Dylan, I hate to break it to you, but you die.
I'm not stupid, Robert. Diana Dillard.
Oh my God, Dylan. Setting aside the beyond inappropriateness of this conversation, the fact that you would think I'm having lunch with Diane Dillard alone fundamentally disqualifies.
I know about Max.
Robert goes white.
Excuse me?
Dylan leans in a little closer.
Where do you think I learned the phrase Colombian breakfast? I used to get it from.
If that were true, Dylan, then why aren't you sitting here?
Dylan steps back.
Now, Dylan, I appreciate your initiative, I really do. And I will be sure to let Katie know just how good of a job you are doing and will recommend more client-facing opportunities as soon as they come up. Unfortunately, the Côte Basque is just too full this afternoon to accommodate an added guest. I'm sure you understand. Bobby!
The Bobbies rush in.
Please give Dylan my extra breakfast sandwich on his way out. He is extra hungry this morning.
We still need to talk.
And Bobby's, please put a performance review in for Dylan on the calendar with Katie for first available next week. Have a good day, Dylan.
As soon as the door closes, Robert pulls out a vial, pours a generous cap, and inhales deep. Fade out. Fade 2. Exterior Le Côte Basque. Electric love begins playing. Camera exits an interior of the restaurant facing street with that of Diane's on Furstenberg's head, double kissing Robert as he exits the restaurant, then following him strutting down the street, smiling with satisfaction. Several New Yorkers notice Robert and give him once-overs and look-backs of admiration and attraction. Robert pretends not to notice and instead looks at his flip phone to notice 2 unchecked voicemails. He plays the first one.
Hi, love. Do me a favor. Call me when you get a chance. I just saw something rather alarming regarding Tanner, and I'd rather not discuss it over the phone. He's fine, but I think we should talk. Sorry to be so cryptic. Please call me back when you can.
Squirts before lunch? 2 Too soon. Tacky Tanner.
Robert checks his second message. In the background, a photo shoot of the model on top of construction porta potties is struggling as a rat is discovered chasing the pizza delivery man.
Holy shit, Robert, where are you? The police just called looking for you. Get back to the office right now. One of your subordinates just overdosed and is blaming you. Go now.
All of the wind is knocked out of Robert and he buckles over for a second. He gets up, walks over to the street, looks at his phone for a second, then puts it away and stretches out his arm.
Taxi!
Cut to exterior Robert's office. Various HR personnel are questioning the bodies as Robert approaches. He can see shadows of others inside. Bobby motions his head for Robert to continue onward. Robert walks to the threshold.
Hello?
Jump cut to interior Robert's office. 3 people are sitting on Robert's couches. Katie, a woman 10 years her senior, and the firm's general counsel.
Hi. I hope you don't mind me raiding your office. I couldn't help but give the gang a tour. I must confess, I'm jealous. Hi, Margot Sachs, Chief Operating Officer. Katie spilled the beans that your manager is responsible for all this work. Do you mind if my decorator calls me?
Not at all. He lives for this.
Okay, just I'm an asshole, my wife already called.
All 3 left. Robert's executive toilet flushes, and he jumps. The CEO calls out.
Bathroom's clean.
Excuse me?
Hank likes to make morbid jokes. Robert doesn't know his CEO is kidding, Hank. Hank?
Murmuring noises emanate from behind the door.
And he's on the phone. Okay, so let's fill you in. Dylan.
Right. Something happened?
POD. Every time, he blames someone new. This time it was you. And this time he made a wild accusation that you supplied him with drugs and also were responsible for Max's death.
Robert goes sheep-white.
There's nothing to worry about, Robert. I was there. I stand by my statement. We welcome the police to search your office except the bathroom, which is where Max stored his stash. Looks like both of them.
But
But why was Dylan pointing the finger at you? He was having an affair with Max, Robert, and was supplying Max with the drugs that killed him. He clearly was jealous with your rapid rise and wanted to hurt you. Oh, sorry. Don't you worry about Dylan. He will no longer threaten you, and he will be getting the help he needs.
Hank shouts from the bathroom.
The fucker did what? Call PR now.
That of Hank's bald head pops out.
The little shit jumped.
Exterior archive room. Robert is speed walking down Greenwich Street towards the entrance, blowing past neighbors Monica Lewinsky, an entire second grade class chanting pizza, pizza, walking down the sidewalk, Jennifer Connolly and Paul Bettany.
Tanner, please call me back. I need to know you're okay. Do not have the breakfast I sent you. It is bad eggs. Hi, Monica.
Hi, Robert. Nice outfit.
Thanks, nice purse. Please call me back. I'm getting scared.
Watch where you going. Some manners, Robert.
Sorry, Jennifer. Afternoon, Paul.
Glorious day, neighbour. Oh, after you, please, after you.
Will you hurry up? And can you please move these street rats?
They're called children. I believe they've gone upstairs. Pleasant day, Robert.
Let's go.
Tanner, just call me back. Please.
Robert snaps the door shut and rushes into the building. Cut to interior Robert Lee's apartment. The sun has just set. Robert busts into the room trying to dial on his phone again, only to have the lights come on to a room full of balloons and people.
Surprise!
Robert shrieks, loses control of his phone, which flies across the room and slides in front of the entrance of the kitchen. Bradford is heard coming out and is holding a huge lit cake in front of his face, singing in the voice of Marilyn Monroe.
Happy birthday to you.
Robert stomps on the open flip phone and snaps it in half. Jump cut to opposite angle of Robert and Lisa's living room. Tanner, Lisa, and Bradford are consoling Robert at the dining room table. Lauren is talking to Spencer in the background, giving concerned glances in their direction.
It's okay, Miss Twisted.
Spencer has already ordered a new one to be delivered here tonight.
Name of the service.
Same.
Stop. Enough about the phone. Hey, I was really worried about you.
Still about breakfast. Okay. Confession. I didn't even open it. Still on my mind.
Robert's eyes go wide.
Holy shit. Tanner, we have to go there now and throw it out.
Oh my god, did you get a dog?
What? No. Robert, can I see you upstairs for a second?
Robert nods and they both get up and head for the stairs. Lauren rushes over and starts to call out to Robert before Bradford stops her. Cut to interior Robert's bedroom. Tanner leads Robert into his room, checks to see if Baylor are followed, and looks back to Robert.
Okay, talk to me. What's the deal with breakfast?
Dylan killed himself.
I know. You think it's because of their breakfast? Couldn't that have been bad and waited?
Hi, everything okay up here? We're just about to go. You coming with, Robert?
Tanner makes a face at Robert.
Go where?
You didn't tell him, Tanner?
Didn't really have the opportunity to do too much of anything before being interrupted, did I, Lauren? We have box seats at Lobbleton at the Met.
If you come with us now, you won't miss the curtain, Robert.
Tanner shoots Lauren a look.
I lived here longer than you, Lauren. I know how to get my boyfriend to the opera on time. Hurry along now. We'll meet you there.
Let's go.
Lauren gives Robert a worried look as he watches the leaves.
She left me messages this morning, all worried, saying she saw you and wanted to talk to me.
Tanner's face turns dark.
What the fuck did she say?
When? Didn't say. I never got the chance to talk to her. But I thought that. Wait.
Tanner takes a hit from an identical vial of cocaine as Robert took earlier that day.
What, you thought it was a bad batch? Clearly you took some.
But then how did Dylan leave?
Wait, you gave Dylan your coke? And you wonder why he fingered you for Max?
No, I gave him my extra breakfast and
You had a second breakfast, babe. What are we, less than zero Shire now? Like, are you okay?
Listen! It must have been the pills then. He must have had bad pills.
What pills?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a baggie of blue pills.
The Adderall. He must be laced with something.
I don't remember seeing any pills, but speaking of, and throw those away.
Tanner reveals his own baggie of pink pills and the shape of Transformers.
Tanner, what did I just say? Wait, is that Optimus Prime?
Tanner smiles devilishly.
I guarantee you these never saw breakfast. Now, take a breath. Take one of these.
Robert opens his mouth.
Don't call me in the morning, just kiss me.
Robert opens his mouth to protest, and Tanner pops the blue pill in his mouth. Robert's face flushes up at the taste, and Tanner hands him his wine glass. Reflexively, Robert takes it and gulps it down the pill.
A little warning.
You need this. Take it. We're late. You trust me?
Robert nods reluctantly.
That's my boy. Let's go to Paris.
Dissolve to exterior Lincoln Center. Black Cadillac Escalade pulls up outside the steps of Lincoln Center. Robert gets out and opens the door for Tanner and Robert. Ola and Moore playing inside as the opening to the light of the darkness begins just as the door shuts. Robert's face turns into childlike awe as he sees the plaza for the first time. Patrons rush past him up the stairs in their opera vest as the mashup builds and Tanner takes Robert's hand. They both jog with the late entry crowd toward the back. Smash cut to interior Metropolitan Opera House. The crash and weird crescendo portion of the song hits as soon as Robert takes him to the interior lobby of the Met. The beat picks up again as Tanner and Robert race up the stairs to meet their friends in their box just as the curtain rises on La Bohème. Fade to black. Exterior Metropolitan Opera House. The group are walking out of the opera. Lauren is trying to walk ahead to catch up to Tanner and Robert when the lights in the Lincoln Plaza go out and the opening notes of Chains of Love begin. A soulful voice of a young woman on a platform in front of the fountain begins singing. The opening lyrics of multiple colors slowly rise out of the music halls. Then choruses appear on three balconies to join the song as the lights dance with the music. As the group take in the pop-up concert, Lauren remembers what she was doing, only to see Tanner enter the Escalade drive away.
Do you want to keep singing?
No, it's good.
Obviously.
That was good. In interior Escalade, Tanner and Robert are kissing, then both retrieve respective vials of cocaine and take a hit. Feel better? Oh, sorry. Feel better.
Ah, yeah. Thanks for that.
Anytime. Wanna go to a party?
Did you make that singer happen?
Tanner gives another devious grin.
Yes, I did.
Oh, let's go to your place.
Cut to exterior Tanner Bar's apartment building. Tanner and Robert get out of the Escalade giggling when Tanner stops cold, staring at the two black vans parked in front of the building entrance.
The fuck are they doing there?
Tanner, are you okay? Who the fans? Who are
What
they?
the fuck are they doing there?
Robert takes a few steps in the direction to look for a sign or decal that does not exist.
Cleaners.
Cleaners at this hour and no sign. What kind of cleaner?
Robert turns around to notice Tanner has entered the building.
Tanner!
Cut to black. Exterior Tanner Bar's apartment. Robert rushes to Tanner's door, swings it open and gasps. The gun clicks and a deep, gruff voice barks at him.
Get the fuck inside now.
Dissolved to interior Tanner Bar's apartment. The inside of Tanner Bar's apartment looks like a cross between American Psycho and Dexter. The entire apartment is shrink wrapped with industrial plastic sheeting. The main bodies of guest 1 and guest 2 are lying on tarps in the kitchen as they are being dismembered in the living room, then transferred to the guest bathroom. White smoke is billowing out of Tanner's bedroom. The cleaner locks the door behind Robert, frisks him, and takes his wallet.
Don't you move, don't you make a fucking sound. You try to leave, you're dead. You cry to Tanner, you're dead. You get me?
Robert doesn't move or make a sound. Cleaner turns to the other cleaner.
What, is this kid retarded or something?
You told him not to move or make a sound. You want him to tell you telepathically?
Oh, and I suppose you're the genius because you said telepathetically?
You don't know what telepathically means, do you? Do you need to phone a friend?
Fuck you with his Hey, where's your phone? Speak, where's your fucking phone?
My manager stopped it at my birthday party before we got here.
Your manager did what? Stop. Yo, if this is some kind of code to Tanner and you're his dealer or some shit, I swear.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you bother to look in his wallet? He's some Wall Street big shot.
This scrawny piece of shit is C-suite?
Oh, but C-suite, you know, just ask Tanner for fuck's sake. We have like another $1.50 to dissolve.
Robert finally glances over to where other cleaner is looking and what he's doing and goes white, then buckles over.
Oh, for fuck's sake, just take him with you, will you?
Ah, fuck it. Guess the old man put you in charge and forgot to tell me, huh? Come on, C-suite, before you give us something else to clean.
Jump cut to interior Tanner Bar's bedroom. Tanner is a visible wreck and has stripped down to his t-shirt and underwear. His suit lays crumpled on the floor. He's hunched over on a chair and appears to have been smoking meth this entire time. He jumps and jerks toward his messenger bag when the door opens.
Yo, boss, you know this kid?
Tanner calms down momentarily.
Yeah. You can leave him here.
Cleaner slams the door shut behind him, causing Robert to jump.
Tanner, what the fuck is happening? Why are all of these escorts in pieces? Why did he just call you boss?
Your fucking breakfast. That's why, Robert.
Robert steps back at the change of Tanner's voice.
You said there was nothing.
There clearly was something, wasn't there? You think it's fucking coincidence your little breakfast sandwich is popping up around corpses all over the fucking town today? Those pills were poison.
But you said they were not.
Tanner reaches into his bag and pulls out a 6-hour P226 and leaps towards Robert, pointing the gun at his midsection. Robert backpedals to the wall, his back slamming against it.
Tanner, what the fuck is that?
Did you say this is my fault, Robert? Did I ask for that fucking sandwich? Did I ask to play house with you?
Tanner, you're scaring me. Please put the gun down. Why are these men here? Why? Why are they dissolving those escorts?
Tanner pushes up against Robert and shoves the gun against his left temple.
Oh, because you're Mr. Innocent, huh, Robert? I don't remember you being so innocent when those escorts were fucking slamming you in that room, were you? Did you call him? Huh? Did you call my father?
Robert whimpers and shakes his head, tears falling silently from his eyes.
Was this a setup all along, Robert? So Daddy could finally put me away? Well, tough shit, fellas, I knew I was being watched. Why do you think I put on my own cameras? Didn't think about that, did you?
Robert opens his eyes in horror.
Tanner, please. I don't know your father.
Oh, I don't know your father bullshit. No one becomes a C-suite at a firm like yours overnight, Robert. No one. Not without help. Sucking a Max Vilroy level dick ain't gonna cut it. No, only someone with my dad's kind of power could swing that kind of juice.
Robert notices Tanner is aroused and is even more alarmed.
Tanner, I don't know what you were thinking, but I promise you, I have no agenda.
Wrong! You fucking had an agenda and blew it up, asshole. Dylan didn't die, and neither did I, bitch. So you can tell Daddy his plan didn't work. His newest fuckboy failed, and I'm not going anywhere.
Tanner, listen. I only spoke to your father.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Tanner charges Robert, throws him against the wall, turns him around, and yanks his pants down. Robert begins to yell, and Tanner shoves the barrel of his 6-hour in his mouth.
You want to say something? Hmm? Give my father this message. This is what happens when you fuck with Tanner Vars.
Tanner rakes Robert against the wall. The door opens and Cleaner enters.
Do you mind keeping it down?
Tanner shoots Cleaner in the head, killing him instantly. Robert drops to the ground. Tanner looks down at his gun in disbelief. What the fuck? Tanner shoots the other Cleaner, hitting him in the chest. Other Cleaner shoots back, hitting Tanner in the throat. Both men go down. Tanner chokes on his own blood, starts staring wildly at Robert, then stops moving. Smash cut to Eugene, Oregon, 1985. 8-year-old Robert sits in the passenger seat of his sister Elizabeth's car, her makeup kit on his lap, and girls just want to have fun on the radio. At every traffic stoplight, Elizabeth orders a new item of makeup like a surgeon in an OR, while doling out advice to how to cope with her borderline personality mother's abuse.
Eyeliner. You have to be tougher than she is, Robbie. That's how you beat her.
She's our mom.
She's sick. She's trying to beat us down to make her feel better. You can't let her, no matter how much she tries. Foundation, you understand?
But she's so mean all the time.
Then you get up all the time. Lip gloss. You hear me? You get up, Robbie. Get up. You just get up. Get up.
Dissolved to interior Tanner Vars' bedroom. Robert is rocking back and forth on the floor of the scene of carnage that just occurred, whispering to himself. The opening stanza of Where the Streets Have No Name begins.
Get up. Get up. Robert. Just get the fuck up.
Robert launches himself off the ground to the lyric I Want to Run. He swings open the door and sprints out of the apartment, down the hallway, and uses the stairs to leave the building, entering the West Side Highway at dawn to the lyric Where the Streets Have No Name, where the opening credits of Mecca begin to run. Following Robert's run home to the archive, ending with his entry into the apartment where Lisa, Bradford, and Lauren are huddled together. Fade to black. April 13th, 2002, interior Robert and Lisa's apartment. The morning light is pouring into the living room as a freshly showered Robert is sitting on the couch holding a mug of coffee and sipping it slowly. Lisa is curled up in a blanket, drinking her third cup of coffee of the day and nibbling a croissant.
So Lauren knew he was psycho the whole time? Why didn't she warn you sooner?
She knew he had been hospitalized before for mental health reasons, but didn't know what. And didn't think it was enough to butt in when she saw him buy a gun. She tried to warn me, like, many times, to be honest.
Why aren't the police here yet?
Lisa, they were dissolving people and watching it happen remotely. I'm probably going to get a fucking fruit basket telling me thank you for your service and shut your fucking mouth and don't you dare get that fruit, girl.
Lisa chuckles morbidly.
It's over, right? You don't have to worry about Tanner anymore.
Tanner? You think I'm worried about Tanner? Do you know what went on in that fucking apartment? What was recorded? And I'm not even going to talk about
Robert's phone rings.
Who is it? Police? Vars?
Robert's face softens.
It's real worrying. Hello?
What's up, twin?
Robert starts crying.
Answers my next question. What happened since high school to cause all this stress, bud? Huh?
Steven! I'm gay.
No expert, Kyle, but the books tell me that happened before graduation.
Robert laughs in tears.
Shut up. I've been the worst 24 hours of my life.
Same here. See? We're still twins. Not just in the looks department. I didn't just call to check up on you right here. I didn't know who else to talk to. The wife and I just found out yesterday that I'm sterile. Can't have kids, Robbie.
Steven's outside.
So I guess even our plans to have our identical kids play together got shot to shit. What a great fucking phone call.
After a moment's silence, Robert stands up from the couch.
No, not yours. You deserve that family, Steven. You both do. I can give that to you.
What are you talking about?
Wait, we're twins, right? Everyone thought so at school. Let me give you that family. I'll be your sperm donor. Let me give you that, Steven.
Bursts of joy, tears, and laughter are heard throughout the phone.
Bro, are you serious? Are you really?
Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Robert, are you sure?
Yes.
And we accept. Stephen, accept. I accept. Oh my God, Robert, thank you. My husband is crying too much to thank you right now.
Lisa laughs exactly the same way.
Girl, congratulations. Honestly, I need to have a backup plan like this for real.
Girl, thank you.
Girl, I thought he was gay.
A girl can have a gay male roommate, and we have designs.
More laughter. Fade to black. Interior fertility clinic. Robert is at a nearly empty waiting room on the phone, and the attractive mixed man of color his age sits right across from him.
No, I'm not rushing things. I have to do this now because now is when he needs it. When they need it. And yes, when I need to, Lisa. I'm fine. I will be anyway. I gotta go. They'll be calling my number soon. I'll call you after, okay? Bye. My roommate. She's worried I'm being emotional and rushed.
It's okay. I am definitely being emotional and pushed.
Robert chuckles.
Yeah? Just woke up feeling like paying it forward to our country.
When people blame me, when they look like you.
Robert turns to be Brett.
Actually, I'm rebelling against my father. He has sent us back in my country and told me on the phone this morning that my choice of lovers has relegated me to a life without a family.
And you just came here to donate your sperm to defy him?
Well, ideally, I would have someone in mind to donate to, but I really just want to know it doesn't end me, and there's more I can offer to some, my manners, what I'm more. I'm Robert, and you have
Do you believe in faith?
absolutely more.
Robert looks up and realizes Robert is speaking to the phone again.
Lisa, you're not going to believe this. I know you're half British, but what are your feelings about France?
Cut to, sun begins to set on New York City. People no longer have their coats on. Restaurants start placing tables outside. Flower beds have formed on the trees. The streets begin to flood with people. Interior, Robert and Lisa's apartment.
You sure you don't want to go out? Saying you've had a day is a little uncertain.
I just can't sit around inside. Also, have you seen outside? It's like the whole city has woken up.
All right, let's wake up.
Cut to Trust Fall. The song Trust Fall by Pink begins playing in the background as Lisa and Robert start getting ready. Intersplicing with B-roll of the movie interviewees also decided to go out. The sun sets and the lights of the buildings light up the colors of the United States. Lisa and Robert leave the building, but the song keeps playing and the shot sticks with the B-roll. The Yankees and the Mets are playing. Radio City is playing. Lincoln Center opens up. Suddenly, it's revealed that it is the 6-month anniversary of the attacks, and the tribute lights are beaming from the ground zero. People are in the streets, the outdoor restaurants, the clubs, the ball games, the concerts, and one missing John Doe enters his grandmother's apartment and is reunited. The song ends with a shot of Lisa and Robert with their arms around each other, heading back into the archive with a rat dragging a pizza slice in the foreground back into the gutter. Fade to black. Interior, Robert and Lisa's apartment. Sunday morning. Robert is drinking coffee and getting ready to go. Lisa's curled up on the couch.
You sure about this, Robbie?
I thought about it all night. It's the only way out. She has to know. They all have to know.
Listen to me. I know you feel responsible. But you did nothing wrong. You hear me? Nothing wrong. She must understand that.
We'll see. Wish me luck.
You don't need it. Good luck.
Robert leaves the apartment. Love Thing from St. Almost Fire begins playing. Cut to Penn Station platform. Love Thing continues playing as Robert enters a Long Island Railroad train heading towards Montauk. Now cut to interior LAR train. Song continues playing as Robert looks pensively out the window. Cut to LAR Southampton Station. Song continues as Robert exits the train and grabs a taxi. Jump cut to exterior home of Victory Billboard. Song ends as Robert exits taxi. Robert knocks on the door. He's letting. Fade to interior of Victory Billboard's living room. Victory is holding a cup of tea, looking out floor-to-ceiling windows onto the beach and the rocky ocean beyond. She turns as Robert is introduced by staff.
Good morning, Robert. I was wondering when I would get this visit.
I am so sorry it's taken so long, Mrs. Wilbur.
Victory. Vicky, please. You're doing me a favor.
Victor. Sorry. Vicky. Let me begin by saying how very sorry I am about
Thank you, Robert.
the immediate aftermath, what I saw, what was said, what happened to me because of it. All of it has never felt right to me, Victory. The truth is I handed Max the drug that caused him to fall off the balcony, and ever since I felt like I had been living a lie, and until I come clean, I don't think I can go on.
Let me stop you right there, Robert. Please sit down.
Both Victory and Robert take a seat.
There are a few things I need to tell you. Some about my husband, a few things about life. Some you may already know. A few it may be a time you learn.
Robert leans forward and places his elbows on her
fundamentally was a thief. He felt his looks, his bravado, and eventually his money and the power that came with it entitled him to whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it. Collateral damage be damned.
Yeah, I believe it.
I believe you do. It was that attitude Max embodied, that singularly self-interested, calloused focus that drove him to soaring success, unspeakable harm to those closest to him, including me. And eventually, it was that persona, Robert, not you, that drove him to his death.
But you don't understand.
He sent you to get those drugs, didn't he?
Robert closes his mouth and sits back on the couch, shocked.
How could you possibly?
Max never got his fingers dirty. He always had someone else take the risk.
Robert half exhales, half morbidly chuckles, and nods.
Dylan.
Yes. Dylan. Poor kid. But there's more, Robert. There's a reason he wanted drugs that night.
Yes, but I still got him the drugs, Vicky. If I hadn't handed him the wrong drug,
And you still think that was your fault? He sends a, forgive me, brand new hire, just arrived in Manhattan to buy him drugs and is fatally surprised it's the wrong one? To use a legal term, he was the but-for cause here. And more importantly, Robert, what are you hoping to accomplish by throwing yourself on the altar now? I appreciate you coming here trying to make things right. With me, I really do. It takes a lot of courage to speak volumes about, and that speaks volumes about your character. But if you think that turning yourself into the authorities and falsely declaring yourself the murderer of my husband corrects the absence of his presence, then I'm afraid you're mistaken.
but he's gone. I'm here better off because he's gone.
And you think you should instead be suffering. That is misplaced guilt. You need to let that go. The opposite of emptiness is not pain and suffering, dear. It is fulfillment. Now don't get me wrong. Do I believe Max's death was a tragedy? Absolutely. Do I believe it's worth you ruining yours? Absolutely not. You want to correct the error of his absence? Go live a full, happy, and meaningful life. One that more than makes up for all the damage and bullshit caused by his. The universe will thank you.
Vicky.
In fact, Robert, it already has. As I started to tell you earlier, Max and I had a reason to get high that night. Earlier that day, he learned that he had a 10-year-old illegitimate daughter. And while he decided to not handle it like a decent adult and instead sent you to help take away all his feelings, he decided to run away from her adults and find him, which she did, on the ground, just before getting hit by a cab. But for you saving her, Robert.
Oh my God.
That's right. You saved Max's daughter's life that night. So you see, the universe is already thanking you because the couple in that cab are petitioning to be her guardians.
I don't know what to say. Wait, there's another problem, unfortunately. Zamir Vars.
Victory shakes her head and raises her hand as she rises to pour herself another cup of tea. She motions to Robert if he wants one, and he shakes his head.
I've worked at the International Rescue Initiative for over 20 years now, as president for 4. And one of the perks of being involved in an NGO like ours for so long is that one is asked to serve on the board of other global nonprofits, such as
The Vars Global Foundation.
Very good. And over the years, I successfully petitioned to have one of my best friends also join the board. I believe you know him. Owns a little shop, meatpacking.
No.
Victory smiles.
Whatever Zamir may know is not worth leveraging his foundation over. You're safe from him. Trust me. And from what I understand, he has his own affairs to settle.
Victory places her tea down and motions for Robert to rise. As he does, she gently places her hand on his shoulder.
Now what I need you to do for me, for you, for everyone touched by what has happened in this debacle, is go back to Manhattan. Go back to that Mecca for all things possible and make this all worth it. Can you do that for me?
Robert's eyes well up and he
taking me.
Victory gently kisses him on the cheek, and Robert returns it with a hug and a whimper. Victory lets out a touched laugh. Robert quickly walks away. A voice is heard off camera.
You didn't tell me anything about it.
I couldn't. Does that make me an awful person?
Marcus enters the room.
Give yourself some credit, Vicky. You just saved that man's life. Let someone else punch him in the gut.
And
He is now. And his ride's home on me.
Victory turns and gives him a curious look.
Never had a proper birthday.
I promise begins to play. Cut to exterior Southampton heliport. I promise continues as the car pulls up to a warming up helicopter.
What is this?
With compliments, Mr. Lyons. You'll be late for a birthday dinner party, but please hurry.
Robert gives the chauffeur a look, looks at the helicopter with bemused suspicion, shakes his head with a grin, and climbs inside. The helicopter pulls away toward the Atlantic as the sun begins to set in the west, casting a deep golden hue across the water. Jump cut to wide shot of helicopter crossing Long Island as I promise continues to play, with ocean in the background and then Manhattan in the foreground as it begins to approach the land of downtown heliport. Jump cut to exterior downtown heliport. The final beats of I Promise end and become the first beats of XO. A fat rat hugging a slice of pizza lazily watches the helicopter land until the wind hits it and it slowly drags the pizza back underground. Robert gets out of the helicopter and immediately recognizes the waiting car and driver.
Hussein! I don't know if I'd see you again.
The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Lyons. Now please, we mustn't be too late.
Late for what? Where are we even going?
I believe you know the place, sir.
The car pulls out and heads north. Cut to exterior pastis. XO continues to play. Robert exits the car, smiles, and looks at Hussein.
Is he here?
He sends his apologies, but says you would know where to go.
Robert breathes a short laugh, and smiles again at Hussein, and walks in. Jump cut to interior pastis. XO pauses. Robert strolls past the bar area, straight up to his main restaurant hostess, and with a soft yet commanding voice says,
Table 33.
yes, of course. Right this way, Mr. Lyons.
The hostess leads Robert to the now familiar route around the communal table. However, as Robert turns his attention to the far corner, the vista is entirely new. The table is full of familiar faces and several small balloons surrounding a large Milo 25. The table notices him approaching.
Happy birthday!
Robert sees Lisa, Bradford, Lauren, Dandris, and even Spencer and Melanie sitting at the table. Lisa pops up and gives him a hug.
I already had a birthday party.
That one sucked.
You deserve a proper celebration.
Now that you're a proper adult.
And rent a car at a proper price.
Everyone laughs.
Feel like a man now, Mr. Lyons?
Robert looks down and thinks over the question for a second, looks back up at Lisa and with a slight grin answers. Yes. XO resumes. Credits begin to roll. Credits scene. XO continues to play. As the camera pulls away from Pastis in Manhattan, conversation is still heard off camera. The camera pulls all the way to the view as of Earth rotating and then holds there.
So what kind of name is Dandris anyway?
Please, girl, you think that's a real name, let alone my real name? My given name is Andres Roberto de Leon. I don't even love fashion so much.
You don't? Then why do it?
Student loans, hon. I gotta pay off my political science master's, girl.
You're kidding me. I've been thinking of getting involved in politics. Think you could help me?
You? Shh. You stick with me some more, I'm gonna make you president.
Credits keep rolling until finished. End of credit scene. Camera begins to zoom back into Earth, this time focusing on Kigali, Rwanda, 1994, Exterior Army Hall. A poster for Forrest Gump goes up outside the hall as the camera pulls inside. Jump cut to interior Army Hall. Two dark-skinned captains from two countries, UK and Nigeria, Edward's father and Kwesi's father, even knowing that they are cousins once removed, are in Kigali for the humanitarian relief effort following the Rwandan genocide. They bond over drinks.
How auspicious that we both travel thousands of kilometers to meet a fellow Nigerian, eh?
She's the word now, my friend. More so every day. Cheers.
The two captains clink their bottles of beers.
I am more impressed by your knowledge of American country music.
I must confess an adoration of Miss Dolly Parton.
Me as well. Islands in the stream.
Very enjoyable.
I too enjoy it very much.
What a talent. scientific, particularly in the area of computers.
That you, Captain, have taken up like a sponge. No, I see no limits for you, cousin. You are the only one of us to go to America on scholarship to win an American wife and have an American son while there. The great things are coming to come to you from you, my friend.
For the both of us, my friend.
To Captain Heshima.
And to Captain Noble.
Another clink of the beer bottles, and the two captains get to go.
Come, my friend, let me show you the research that my classmate Jose Luis Polanco and I have been conducting on artificial intelligence theory. You will find it fascinating.
Cut to interior Captain Noble's quarters. British paraphernalia adorn all the walls, sharing space only with a few pictures of family, the Goody family crest, and the overcrowded amount of science books and posters. And one adult art. Captain Noble lets Captain Heshima in first and stands at the threshold with pride as Captain Heshima takes in the room. Captain Heshima is immediately drawn to a research text at the far side of the room and picks it up.
Captain, you did not tell me about this. This is the most Captain Noble, red alert, red alert!
In the doorway, all black clad masked men were covering Captain Noble's mouth while stabbing him several times in the chest. Upon hearing Captain Heshima, they dropped Captain Noble and rushed into the room.
What did you just call him?
Did you say Captain Noble?
Are you Captain Heshima? You told me the other one was in.
He had to be. He's the other one who went to study in America, in scholarship. Has an American son.
Imbecile. Edmund Noble Goody could use a scholarship to wipe his ass. And his wife and son are British aristocracy, and we just killed
The day sirens begin to blare.
Are you telling me this lot studied in America? Has an American family from this?
Shut up. We're the ones dead in a few seconds. If you don't think we're dead quick. Now, you.
Assassin 1 rushes to Captain Heshima and with a machete blade dangerously close to him.
Right. You want to survive the night? So you're Americans again? Then you're going to do exactly as I said. Take off the uniform and help us place on your dead friend over there. Then put on a fresh one from his closet. Now.
Jump cut to interior Captain Noble's quarters. Captain Heshima is softly crying, tying a shoe when Ewing soldiers rush in and tell him to freeze. The soldiers checks the dog tags on Captain Noble, frowns, and looks up at Captain Heshima. He whispers to the lieutenant.
Captain, rise slowly with your arms up. You're under arrest for the murder of Captain Edmund Noble Goody. You have the right to remain.
No, you do not understand. I was forced to do this.
That was a quick forfeiture. Are you saying you were forced to kill this man?
No, Lieutenant. The assassins were meant to kill me, but killed him by mistake and forced me to switch uniforms. I called the red alert.
I'm sorry, you're telling me that assassins infiltrated a UN relief operation to kill a Nigerian captain and instead accidentally murdered a British captain and before escaping, rather than killing the meant-for victim, had him switch clothes with the mistaken victim and left his dog tags on? Don't answer that.
Lieutenant.
Captain, I want you to begin packing up all of your things in here. It's obvious you've been obsessing over this man for months. Well, you can take your obsession back to Nigeria. Your court-martial will be waiting. Sergeant Private, don't let him leave this room until everything's boxed up for Davos.
Both men salute as the lieutenant leaves the room. Captain Heshima looks around in disbelief as the whirlwind changes in circumstances. The camera slowly sweeps to show the expansive science literature and computer hardware about to make its way back to Nigeria, then pans down to show the book Captain Heshima had been holding. It reads Artificial Intelligence, The Future, by Jose Luis Polanco and Edmund Noble Goody. Fade to Mecca. I cannot thank you guys enough for, seriously, trudging through what could be the most challenging read that I've ever witnessed, let alone the participant. And for you guys to take it like a champ. So thank you so much. Please be in touch. I will be sending out a properly edited version of this probably tomorrow. So hang in there for until then and get some rest. You guys have to hear it.
It's longer. We love you.
Thank you.
You can come in. Joel, did you get stuff?
Thank you, Joel.
Great to meet you. We're neighbors.
Yeah. I'll see you downtown. Yeah.
Love you. I want to go home.
Thank you, Sue.
Joel, did you get stuff on the camera?
Sorry.
You kept those two things, right?
I'm just pause here. We're leaving. We're leaving.